From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Shawn Mendes.
This is Selena Gomez.
Drizzy Drake.
Taylor Swift.
Post Malone.
Camila Cabello.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Right here. Turn up.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. I just Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
$20,000. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yesterday was National Tell a Joke Day.
Yep.
Day encourages you to tell jokes or stand witness to people giving you a good ha-ha.
Sure, I love it.
David Morey wanted to give people a good ha-ha, but the only person he had in mind was you.
So let me just set this up here, because when I got this call yesterday, I was, when Maury called, I was on the couch with Roxy, and I had a blade, I had toenail clippers, and I had tweezers. And Roxy and I were on the couch doing man surgery, trying to dig out a piece of glass that I left in my foot for too long that grew over.
Oh, ugh.
That was less painful than getting a call from Maury on my last day of vacation.
Oh, wow. Damn, bro.
Yo.
Hi.
Ew.
Wow, I've totally missed your voice.
Oh, God.
How's vacation going?
Vacation has been going great up until now.
Oh, my God. Speaking of now, because you just mentioned National Tell a Joke Day.
I didn't at all.
So Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into a bar, okay?
Yeah.
Get out of here, shouts the bartender. We don't serve your type. Because they're fonts?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
How long is this going to go on for?
As long as you want.
I don't. That's not on me, man.
Yesterday.
Oh, the wheeze. How are you still wheezing? You've been on vacation.
Yeah, it's still me.
You had 2 weeks to get healthy.
I did the opposite. Yesterday I saw a guy spill his scribble. Yesterday I saw a guy spell his scribble. Yesterday I saw a guy spill his Scrabble letters on the road. I asked him.
Spill his what?
Scrabble letters on the road. I asked him, what's the word on the street? Okay. Did you hear about the new restaurant called Karma?
No.
There's no menu. You get what you deserve.
Are we done?
Where are average things manufactured?
Where?
The Satisfactory.
Oh, God. What day is it today? What are you doing this for?
National Tell a Joke Day.
Okay.
What kind of exercise do lazy people do?
What?
Diddly squats. I love that one.
Oh.
Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut?
No.
He just needed a little space.
Cool.
Okay, that's all I have.
Oh, you weren't expecting to go that far, were you?
No, not at all.
No, see? This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't prepare. I would like another joke, please.
Oh, no.
It's Tell a Joke Day.
Okay, so Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into
No. I would like new material. It's Tell a Joke Day. We should be celebrating this.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay, what does a bicycle call his dad?
What?
Popsicle.
Keep going. Another one, please.
No.
Okay. How did the barber win the bike race?
How?
He took a shortcut.
Next joke, please.
Okay. What does a cyclist ride in the winter?
What?
An icicle.
Yo, hold on. Why are all his jokes now all bike jokes?
I know, because Maury just Googled. He literally Googled jokes and hit B.
Very funny. Next joke, please.
Okay. What do you call a bicycle with a bed or on top?
With a what?
With a bed on top.
What?
Bedridden.
Very funny. Next joke, please.
This is really stressing me out. This is not supposed to... Oh, hello? Oh.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you guys get that hail yesterday?
We didn't get hail, but we got big,
Holy.
tick rain. Heavy rain.
Yeah.
But it lasted for maybe 10 minutes.
Really, huh?
And then it went away and the sun came out. I'm up in Aurora. So
Yeah. We had hail like crazy.
our weather is
downtown,
different
man.
from like what you get in downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
And then it rained for a little bit at about, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock last night. But again, it was big, thick, heavy rain.
Really?
And then it stopped. And then the sun came out again.
That's wild. No, because Roxy had a friend over yesterday. They're doing like a virtual camp, and it started to hail, and they went outside.
Oh.
And they ate it.
Okay, gross, but
Right? Yeah.
they'll deal with the consequences in about 50 years of that.
Yeah, no, I know. It's but no, it was crazy yesterday because I was moving patio stones from the driveway to the backyard.
Yeah.
1,000 pounds, I found out.
1,000
I moved
pounds?
1,000 pounds of patio stone yesterday.
No wonder
And-
you look so swole
Thanks.
today.
And that's load 1 of 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Turns out patio stones weigh a whole lot more than
With
I thought
zero
they did.
help? Like, no, you didn't have anybody help?
No.
Like,
Catherine came out to help, right? And I love her so much. So she came out to help, and she came out in like, I don't know, like her summer aesthetic, right? Looks like she's the one who lures you to join a cult. Right, like her summer aesthetic. Her summer aesthetic is just long, flowy, gauzy white dresses.
Yeah,
right. That are just beautiful. And she's blonde and big blue eyes. And she's the one where you meet in a parking lot, and next thing you know, you're like in a tent in the middle of nowhere, and they're asking you, to distance yourself from the rest of your family.
Yeah. Also, drink this.
Also, drink this. Anyway, so she brought her culty ways out to the driveway to help me like a witch. And then I almost fell for it, but I didn't. No. And then so she's like, I'm going to help you. And I look at her, I'm like, I don't want, it's pouring rain and hailing. And I got 1,000 pounds of dirty patio stone in the thing. Just don't, right? Like, I don't want you to have to do all of this. It's just not cool. So she did offer to help. I turned the help down. Okay. So she did offer, I turned it down. But yeah, so then I had to move these patio stones from the back, and it was just like hailing, and I was just they were like going to my ears.
Oh no.
And yeah, I'd go one way.
At that point, just stop.
What's that?
At that point, just stop.
I was in the zone.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I had a hail. So you know how I wear, like, my jeans are sometimes tight.
Yeah. Very rare. Yeah.
So I wasn't wearing super tight jeans, and I have my super tight jeans aren't like, they're like loose everywhere. And I had a hail that, because I'm in an alley, I had a hail that fell perfectly from the sky just as I was bending over on the perfect angle. No joke. Down the back of my pants, all the way down and then under to where I felt it on the underside. It was it was like the best skeet ball shot that anybody has ever made. Like, it was perfect.
It did its own loop.
It did its own. Because of the way I was standing, I was like on the downward motion to an upward motion, and my momentum propelled this tiny little ball down the crack and then right back up through.
To another tiny little ball.
What is the matter with you? Why you got to end this like that, man? That's rude and hurtful. Okay.
Come on. Don't act like that's not funny.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Professional cuddlers are now offering virtual snuggle sessions during COVID.
There are benefits to, and I know we goof on the pro cuddlers, but there are benefits to having that physical touch, that sort of non-sexual cuddle. There's great benefits to that, but that doesn't make it not weird.
What makes it weird is that Dan Mori decided to sign up on cuddlist.com.
And it's a virtual cuddle.
To have a virtual cuddle when you literally have a husband at home that you could cuddle with.
I never even thought about that.
Like, who is also working from home.
Hold on here. Right? Matthew was at home and you booked an appointment for a virtual cuddle. You closed the door. Oh my God.
So if you've ever wondered what a virtual cuddle session sounds like, well, Dan Mori.
So I'm going to suggest something that's almost big spoon, little spoon, but we can't quite do it here. I'm going to offer the mama bear papa or mama bear baby bear.
Am I the mama bear or are you the papa bear?
What do you prefer?
Well, so what were my options?
The mama bear or the baby bear? Big bear?
I think I should be baby bear.
Okay, awesome.
You're mama bear, I'll be baby bear.
Hey, are you laying in bed when this is happening? You're on the floor.
hiding.
Go ahead and wrap that blanket around you really tight as if it's my arms coming around you. Yeah, take a deep breath in and relax back into me.
Do I say anything?
If you want to.
Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything. Okay.
And I have my arms wrapped around you. Is that okay? How's that pressure?
Oh, that's fantastic. Should I be whispering? Like, is it not? Maybe should I be sort of speaking calmer?
Is that what you like? That's awesome. How does that feel?
That feels nice.
Good.
What time of day was this? 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh my God.
Go ahead and grab your teddy bear, and I'm going to take my blanket. So go ahead and just wrap that bear in a hug. Just as you would as if it were a person. And just give it a good squeeze.
Ooh, how do you like that hug, teddy bear?
Oh, okay.
I like this for you.
Okay.
That's lovely.
Oh.
And say thank you, Bear, for being here to hug.
Thank you, Bear, for being here to hug.
I just can't.
Really?
I can't.
You can't?
No.
Can you just one more? Just one more part. Please, just one more part. One more.
One laughter exercise is we'll alternate between the Queen of England and a pirate. So let's try our pirate queen laughter together.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, switch again.
She's like, you better sit up and have some water. The blanket's too tight.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, hey, it's time for Name That Quarantune.
Cool.
Hey,
Cool.
Name That Quarantune. That is exactly what we're going to be doing. The game, Name That Quarantune. Very simple. If we asked you to name a legendary song, very, very popular song from a popular artist, only by hearing the first line of that song would you be able to do it. Would you be able to say the song title and the artist attached to this track? Only by hearing the first line of the song. That is how this game works. It is Mocha versus Dammit Maury. Shem is here as the official judge. Maury, can we please hear your buzzer? Mocha, your buzzer. Today, before we go, gentlemen, this is Name That Quarantune Boy Band Edition.
Oh, I'm going to do so well.
Boy Band Edition. All of these tracks.
Yeah.
All of these artists. Legendary boy bands. Here we go. Give me number 10.
You're insecure.
That's freaking
Mocha.
One Direction. Oh, What Makes You Beautiful? Sorry.
Oh.
I forgot we had to give song title.
Yes, you
I
do.
apologize.
It is.
That's so easy.
It is band and song title. 1-0 for Mocha. All right, Mocha, give me number 15.
You are my fire.
Hoovering first. I think I did.
That sounded like Maury.
Was Maury?
For me, it sounded like Maury too.
No, I said sounded like Maury.
No, for me, it sounded Maury too. I'm going to go Maury on that one as well.
Okay.
Maury, go.
Okay, I'm going to say it is Backstreet Boys and You Are So Beautiful.
Incorrect. Mocha for the steal.
That is I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
Correct, Mundo.
Oh, that's a classic.
Mocha with the steal. Oh, Maury.
Tell me why.
Oh, Maury, come on, dude. You didn't know this song? It's a massive track, bro.
All right, hit me up with number 18, Mocha.
We go together.
Mocha.
That is Jonas Brothers. I'm a sucker for you. Sucker. Jonas
Yes.
Brothers.
Okay, there you go. All right. Ooh.
Hey!
Shem, what is the score so far?
Currently, it's 3-0 Mocha.
Oh.
Boy, didn't you say at the beginning of this game that you were going to kill it?
Yeah, but you give me a second.
Okay.
Like literally, give me a second.
Okay. Let's go number 7, please. Mocha.
That is, oh, baby. Oh, my God. That's, ain't nothing but a heart. No, that's the other one. Oh, my God.
5,
That's,
4,
no. I'm
3,
doing this
2,
tonight.
1.
Oh, no.
Maury.
I know the song.
Maury.
I know it's NSYNC.
You don't know the song?
No, I know the song.
Gentlemen.
Can I re-steal?
No, you cannot
can't.
re-steal.
Oh, can I just say it?
No.
Just for the sake of saying it?
Okay, go for it.
It's NSYNC. My.
My.
No, my.
You said my.
You said my.
My.
No, you went my.
Okay, bye, NSYNC. All right, no points awarded on that one.
Damn.
Give me 12. Mocha.
Oh, that's Boys to Men. And it hurts so. Oh my god. I know the song. It's Boys to Men.
5.
End of the road.
Yes. Okay. Maury, you got to get up here with some points, bro. Like some points.
That was a close one, guys.
All right. Give me number 1.
We both know that I shouldn't be here. This is wrong.
Mocha.
That is 98 Degrees. The Hardest Thing.
Wow. Wow. Okay, we'll end it off with this. What's the score, Shem?
5-0.
Okay. Mocha, we will end it with this. See if you can get 1 point on the board here, Maury. Number 6, please. This is Quarantune's boy band edition, by the way. Final question, number 6. Mocha.
Ooh, it's kind of crazy. Soul Decision.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
Perfect score, guys.
That was a
Perfect
shellacking.
score.
That was an more. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Hold on, I just want to. It works.
Off the top of this, you came out saying that you were going to kill.
I thought you were going to play Hanson. I thought you were going to play B44.
Okay,
I thought you would have played.
Mocha, give me number 17. Maury.
Hanson Umbop.
No. I'm just kidding, yes. But the game's over. I just wanted you to.
That's how you play Name That Quarantune.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you see this clip from the other day with Katy Perry doing that tour of her baby's nursery? No. Okay, so I'll play you one little part from it. And I love Katy Perry more than most people.
Yeah.
But she's like, if you put creepy music behind it, she sounds like one of the witches from the Witches movie. Remember when they turned the little boy into a mouse? Did you ever see that movie with Angelica Houston? Listen to Katy Perry doing a tour of the nursery.
I'm gonna show you my baby room. Ready? Just a little sneak peek. Okay. So I have some little clothes on the wall. And this little mobile. Do you want to see an outfit? Oh, Egos, an Ego dress.
What?
And this is for her being non-gender conforming.
What is going on in Katy Perry's
First of all,
house?
She gets a pass on everything. The woman's like, I don't even know, 12 months pregnant. She gets a pass on everything. But I think that is her just gushing over things like, oh my God, it's so cute. But there's a way that she does it, which makes it sound like
scary.
I'm going to show you my baby room. Ready? Just a little sneak peek. Okay. So I have some little clothes on the wall. And this little mobile. Do you want to see an outfit?
Bro, come on, man. I'm going to have night terrors now.
Oh, Egos, an Ego dress. And this is for her being non-gender conforming.
Okay, enough of that.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, as a new driver,
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I do a lot of things right. I'm very safe. I'm very everything else behind the wheel. But I have only been driving a very short period of time, and I have already made the biggest mistake that any driver can make. And I made it yesterday. What do you think?
Okay.
Feel free right now. Okay. Yeah. I made the single biggest mistake any driver could ever make. And so I'll ask you, and then I'll bring the other guys in here, have them guess. If you want to guess what the biggest mistake I made as a driver was, feel free to text us. It's 925-555. And I'm telling you right now, sky is the limit. I'm talking any mistake you can make while behind the wheel. Any mistake you can make while behind the wheel. What was the mistake I made, Mocha?
Lane change without signaling.
Incorrect. That is not the biggest mistake you can make as a driver. Go ahead.
You left the flap, not the flap. It's not officially called flap.
I left my flap open? Incorrect.
For the gas tank.
Incorrect.
No, okay.
That's not the biggest mistake I make as a driver. Maury.
You gave somebody the middle finger.
Incorrect. That is not even close to the biggest mistake. I give people the middle finger regularly.
That's true.
Shem, what is the biggest mistake that I made as a driver?
You offered to give somebody a ride and you didn't really want to do it.
No, incorrect. However, that is, I'm telling you, your mind is in the right place, Shem.
All right.
Okay. I made the single biggest mistake that you can make as a driver, and I paid the consequences for it. So, again, feel free to text. What do you think that mistake is? What do you think the biggest mistake that you can make as a driver? It's 925-555. Maury, go.
You were drinking something and slammed on the brakes and it spilled all over you.
Incorrect.
I have one more guess.
Okay, go ahead.
You were traveling a distance and you thought you had enough gas.
Okay.
And you were getting real close to your destination, thinking that you were going to run out of gas by the time you got there.
Right.
But initially, when you got behind the wheel, you were probably like, "Oh yeah, I can make it."
Okay.
Was that
not even
it?
close? And keep in mind, as a passenger, I'm the guy who doesn't even think twice about peeing in a Gatorade bottle rather than stopping. Okay. So as a passenger, so you already know what my level of mistake is, right? Maury,
I got one more.
What?
You were singing a really, really embarrassing song and you didn't realize the window was down.
Incorrect. That is not even close to being the worst mistake you can do as a driver.
With the window down?
Get out.
Get out.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Biggest mistake you can make as a driver.
So I made it yesterday. And again, the text, the number to text is 925-555. Take a guess at what it was that I did.
I have one more guess.
I made the single biggest mistake any driver could make yesterday. Maury, what do you think it is?
You drove away and left your coffee on the roof.
No.
We are getting a lot of texts.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
925-555.
Right.
People asking if you hit somebody.
Oh my God, Maury, how did you not guess that? Maury's head usually goes to the darkest places. How did you... Forgot someone in your trunk.
Okay, you don't have to answer yet, but here are some of the texts that we're getting.
Yes.
Somebody said you passed a cop. Somebody said you left your high beams on. You drove right past the school bus. Well, I don't know where school buses are running right now, but went the wrong way on a one-way street.
Oh.
Somebody said you hit reverse instead of drive and hit your garage. Somebody else wrote and said you picked up a hitchhiker.
No.
Are any of those? None of those. You ran a red light.
No.
Texting and driving.
No.
You did use your turn signal, but used the wrong one.
No.
Like you went to turn left, but maybe you used your right turn signal.
That is not the worst thing you can do as a driver. Not the worst thing.
You entered the wrong lane when turning.
No.
I have another guess. Can I guess?
Yeah.
I have another guess.
Go ahead.
You forgot to put your seatbelt on.
No.
You were at the gas station. You left the thing in the thing.
The thing in the thing. Also, Maury, when somebody makes an O with one hand and then a finger with the other hand and they put the finger in the O, that only means one thing. That doesn't mean pumping gas. Okay?
Okay, get out again. Get out. Come on, bro. Okay, so what is it?
You want me to tell you what I did? You want me to tell you what the worst mistake you can make as a driver is?
Yes.
I drank the wrong coffee. Let me explain. I was out yesterday and I stopped at Tim Hortons and I got a small coffee with milk.
Okay.
I got in the car.
Yeah.
In the car, there's 2 cup holders. I put the coffee that I just purchased in the cup holder. And I knew as I was doing this, there was a tight squeeze because I forgot to throw out the other coffee that was in the other cup holder that I bought, drank half of, and put there 6 days ago.
You forgot for 6 days?
I got busy.
To throw out a coffee cup?
Okay, I got busy.
6 days, though?
I got busy.
Okay.
So I normally don't drink the coffee right away anyway because it's too hot. I like to let it cool down a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in traffic yesterday doing Kegels because that's how I pass the time. And I reached down and I grabbed my coffee.
Yeah.
And it's nice and warm. It's been sitting in the car for 6 days.
Perfect temperature.
Perfect.
Just the way you like it.
It was just the way I like it.
That's so gross.
So I take I take a sip.
Yeah, what it tastes like.
Okay? But here's the thing is my brain thinks I'm drinking a brand new coffee. So nothing registers.
At all.
Until sip number 4. When
You took 4 sips?
And it was sip number 4 when it hit me. And what hit me was, why am I chewing my coffee?
You gotta mess up your Kegel routine like that, bro. That's so gross.
Okay? Okay?
How did you not end up in the hospital?
I'm on the highway.
Oh, gross.
I'm on the highway.
Oh, so there was stuff in your coffee?
It was like...
Oh, that's so gross.
I had drank just enough off the top to where I got to the stuff that was underneath the stuff on the top, and the stuff underneath the stuff on the top was now a solid.
Oh! It was chewy. Ooh, that's so gross. Wait, so the original, the coffee that you bought then, that same day, did you end up drinking that one?
Yeah, I opened it immediately to wash my mouth out, and guess what?
What?
Blazing hot.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix.
Roz and Mocha got you.
Lorraine, welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. What's up?
All right, so Lorraine, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. Ronnie and I got engaged on the Roz and Mocha Show on my birthday, January 30th. We remember that well.
You guys were in here.
Most amazing day ever.
That was back in January. And then you wrote us this. My dad proposed to his girlfriend on her birthday this past week. Now, as awkward as it is being engaged at the same time that your dad is, he didn't even tell me. I found out this information on a Facebook post. This is totally, quote, thunder stealing. It would have been nice if he could have let us have our moment and then he could have his. How do I approach this situation in a positive manner when I feel so negative about it? Okay.
What's your relationship like with your dad, Lorraine?
It's usually really good. That's why I'm like so shocked. Like,
you know his fiance and you guys get along and everything?
yeah, everything's good. That's why I was like shocked. I even said, I'm like, if you guys had maybe taken us out for dinner or something and then told us and then posted it, that would have been cool.
Okay.
But now I'm like, okay, this is awkward.
Okay, what are you more upset about? The fact that you found out on Facebook or the fact that he's stealing your thunder?
More of the fact I found out on Facebook.
Okay, well, geez, I don't know. Do you guys have that kind of relationship where you sort of still confide in each other? And have you had an open dialogue about his feelings about this new woman at all?
No.
So you haven't. Okay, so you're not that person for him. I mean, he can
doesn't sound like you guys are that close.
How old are you, Lorraine?
31.
31. Okay. So you haven't really been involved in your dad's relationship with this woman. How long have they been together for?
4 years.
4 years. Are you close to her?
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty close. I mean, we live 2 streets away from each other.
Well,
so
that doesn't mean close, though. You know what I mean
Do you
by
guys
close.
see each other a lot? Are you spending, are you and Ronnie spending time with your dad and his fiance a lot? Are you hanging out at each other's homes a lot?
At least weekly. Weekly, if not more than once a week.
Well, hey, listen, I mean, that is a decision that he made. And, did you want him to tell you before he did it, or would you have been okay if he told you after?
No, it would have been awesome if it was a surprise after. I would have been okay. I would have been happy. I would have been like, oh my God, congratulations. Instead, I'm like, oh, this is awkward. I'm finding this out on Facebook as if I'm
so
just
that's
another
why you're upset.
Facebook friend.
I'll say this, that, it's his life, and he did things the way that he wanted to do it. And you should allow your dad to do certain things in a way that he just wants to do it for his own happiness and his own love and his own future. And if that's the way that he wanted to do it, sure, it hurts a little bit and it sucks a little bit. And you could maybe have a conversation, but what's the good that's going to come out of the conversation?
Probably nothing.
Probably
nothing.
You'll
good.
still feel the
You
same
just-
way.
Just be supportive, right?
That's all you can do right now.
And as far as thunder stealing goes, you got engaged in January. He got engaged 2 weeks ago. How much time do you need?
COVID put a little stink on that.
I know, but
we haven't been able to do
People get
anything.
engaged all the time,
I
though,
know,
Lorraine.
but
You're not like the only one allowed to get engaged in 2020.
You don't get to own the whole year after you get engaged in January. Like other people are allowed to get engaged.
True. I think it's just because it's family. It's kind of like, oh.
No, but if he said that he picked the same wedding date as you, then I could be like, I'm on your side here.
I was also like, yo, listen, how about same date and we just like split the cost of everything? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's already there. He could walk you down the aisle.
and then you can do the same.
Joint wedding there.
So I don't know. These are tough situations, but when it comes to feelings being hurt, acknowledging it is. You can't acknowledge it because you are his kid, and you're 31 and you're both grown, and you could acknowledge feelings hurt with a parent. Because I think that those conversations are important to happen. But if you're looking for some sort of apology or for him to say, oh my God, you're right, I don't think that that's the right motivation to go into having one of these conversations.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Have you told him how happy you are for him?
No.
Oh, Lorraine,
No.
that's
Why
your
not?
pops.
Why
Come
not?
on.
Why not?
You're the one that's on the phone saying that you are like pretty close. Are you just like that
I
upset?
am.
You can't wish the man like congratulations? That's your dad.
You're right. I should have.
Have you offered to take them out for dinner to celebrate?
No, but perhaps that could be a good smoothing it over kind of thing.
I think so.
That'd be nice.
I think so.
Did you congratulate his fiance at all?
No, I haven't said anything to either of them because I just think it's awkward.
Yeah. I think because you're making
Awkward
it awkward.
times.
Yeah, hell. I think you call them up and you say, hey, oh my God, congratulations. So happy for you guys. Sorry I had to find it like a stranger on Facebook, but you can make it up to me over dinner.
That's a good one. I'll take that advice.
I don't think you make a big deal. It's like with situations like this, it always comes down to, what is the positive and the negative that are going to come out of a conversation like this? And I think we've already established that no real good is going to come out of you lashing out at your dad because he didn't tell you privately. No good is going to come from that.
No, it's just going to make the situation worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Yeah. And I think that, you want him there for you. You got to be there for him. You did it your way. Hey, you guys did it on a radio show. You came in and did your engagement here, right?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But he may not have been cool with that. Did he know that you guys were getting engaged?
Yeah, Ronnie respectfully actually told him, yeah.
Ronnie's a straight up guy then.
Sorry, your dad's a bum.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Lorraine. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Listen, I think that you're both grown. It's not his first marriage. It's just be cool. Just be chill. It's your pop. You guys already get along well. It's not like you have a long history of, a dysfunctional relationship. You can get past this. Just be there for each other and just be cool.
So just smooth and bury the hatchet.
Yeah. Because what choice do you have? To hold a grudge and be petty? That's how I live my life, and I'm miserable.
Ain't lying.
All right.
All right, Lorraine.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Later.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
It's another trending topic on BuzzFeed. Parents share weird things that they caught their kids doing. Sometimes late at night, our son Cruz, who's 3, will wake, and we still use a baby monitor just to hear and make sure he's okay. And he has full out conversations and sometimes counts from 1 to 20 or does his ABCs with his the stuffed animals that he has in his bed with him. And he's looking at him and he's holding he has his favorite stuffed bunny that he holds and he holds up in the air and he swings it back and forth and he's having a full conversation.
Yeah. See, that's cute. I dated a girl when I was in high school and she had grown up in the same house her whole life. And later in high school, they were moving. and her bedroom looked the same as it did when like everything was in the exact same spot, everything else. And when they were moving the bed, and the mom would tell this story, regardless of how embarrassing it was to her daughter, they moved the bed and they moved her bed away from the wall. And on the wall, there was a part of the wall, a big giant circle on the wall where like all of the paint was discolored and it looked like water damage, like it was a rough texture, everything else.
All ripply and stuff?
Yeah, all ripply and weird.
Okay.
And what it was that her whole life when she was a child, she would lie in bed for years before falling asleep, pick her nose, reach her arm behind her headboard and wipe it on the wall.
That is
and
so gross.
It was like 15 years of kid boogers hidden behind.
That is so gross.
Hidden behind the headboard of her bed.
Oh my God,
that's like under my desk right now.
Yo,
gross.
When I was a kid, I was just going to say I know something that I was caught doing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Do you want
to write it down first and I can make sure it's appropriate?
No. My dad would catch me often creating my own crime scenes. I used to get caution tape and I would section off sections of the apartment and put like fake blood down and create my own crime scene.
Where would you get caution tape
Who was the
from?
fake victim?
Oh, I would make stuff up. I'd be like, oh, John died there. Don't walk.
Don't you have like an uncle named John?
No, Michael.
Oh yeah. All right, so on BuzzFeed, parents share weird things they caught their kids doing. I caught my daughter packing turds into cardboard toilet paper tubes and hiding them under the sink. She called them poop bombs.
Oh, God.
When my son was about 4, I caught him looking up at the light fixture and whispering. I asked him what he was doing, and he said, I'm asking all the light bulbs in the house not to fall and kill you. Another one wrote in and said, I caught my twins who are in first grade measuring each other's penises with a tape measure.
Oh. What grade?
In grade 1.
Wow. Come on now.
Let's see here. When I was little, my mom caught me bringing eggs from the kitchen into my room and sitting on them in a blanket nest, hoping that they would hatch. We caught my sons, aged 3 and 6 at the time, sitting on the toilet together, one behind the other, pooping. They told us it was a double poop.
What's worse, okay? If you're sitting back to back, because you have to be really little in order to do back to back, because one of the kids has to straddle the back of the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Is that worse, or is it worse if one person sits but scooches as far back as they can, and then the other person sits on their lap?
Yeah, that
and
one's
goes
worse.
between the legs.
Obviously, that one's worse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
I caught my daughter drinking strawberry milk and then spinning it back into the cup so she could drink it again.
Oh, God.
I kept finding dead worms in my kid's pockets when I did the laundry. Well, one day, while my kid was helping me in the garden, I saw him pick up some worms, kiss them, and then put them in his pocket. He said he does that because he loves them.
Oh, wow. Aw.
I caught my kid coating himself in Costco garlic powder.
Oh.
Discovered my brother was keeping a pee hat in his toy box, which was literally what it sounds like. A hat he could pee in during the night.
Excuse me.
Well, it was already a stupid idea since he wasn't emptying it. But to top it all off, he chose a toy construction hat with holes on the top, so his makeshift toilet leaked.
Oh, God.
I caught my son licking my toe. I asked him what he was doing, and he said, time traveling. And finally, this is a trending topic from BuzzFeed. Parents share weird things that they caught their kids doing. When my son was 3 years old, I caught him washing his eyebrows with facial cleanser. Just his eyebrows. Wet, lather, rinse, repeat. He said it made them nice and soft.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Simon Cowell broke his back.
What?
He was on his property and he was scooting around on a new electric bike and I guess had an accident and broke his back in a couple of spots. He had to have hours of surgery.
Dude.
First of all, if you want to see how ugly Twitter is and how ugly people are, go to I think it was the TMZ story on Simon Cowell breaking his back and just look at the replies. Everybody's on there celebrating it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, using like One Direction memes and everything else. Like it was the most vile thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, so they have guest hosts in and Kenan Thompson was there last night, and he's going to be there again tonight. Yeah. But have you watched at all any of America's Got Talent at all? So
I mean, like, I've seen bits and pieces.
So there's a character named Bonavega.
Okay.
Who is a dad of two from, I think, like Iowa or Idaho or something like that, and then moved to LA.
Yeah.
But he takes on this persona of like an 80s rock glam icon with crazy hair, a mustache, wears like leotards, and is just nuts, right? Yeah. And they didn't know what to think of him at first. He's very polarizing, especially with the audience. Like, there are people that say that if he advances, they will never watch AGT again.
Wow.
Like, he's one of those, right? He's one of those where people love him, or it is like a game changer where it affects the way that they actually feel about the show.
Wow.
And about other people, because he keeps moving forward. So last night he went on, and this was for his fans, they loved this. But for people who hate Bonavega, this was like their final straw with the performance that he did last night. So
Okay, so I like it as a goof.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't listen to a full album of this stuff.
You have to keep in mind, though, that, like, the winner of AGT, and I don't know whether they still do or how they're even going to do it now, but the winner at AGT, the prize was always a, like, short-run Vegas residency. And if you look at this guy and his act, he's built for that. Right? Playing guitar solos and everything, right?
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But, like,
Google a picture of him right now. Just Google.
It's the voice, it's the way he's singing, and I know it's part of the act.
Yes.
But I couldn't sit there and watch like a 2-hour show of him doing this, right?
Google Bonavega and take a look at what this guy looks like.
Okay, hold on.
It's weird because he has like Bonavega, all one word. Because he has like crazy like yellow and purple hair and he wears leotards, but he has like a regular dad mustache.
Oh, the mustache is real?
Yeah.
So this dude is swole too, huh?
Oh, he's super swole.
Okay. Yeah, I could see. Okay, I could see him doing his thing in Vegas. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
But I couldn't sit through an entire show.
No.
I would tolerate one song.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, okay, I'm on my way.
But you understand why people want to burn the show down if this guy advances.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
5-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Here we go.
2-time Intercontinental Champ.
Here we go.
2-time Tag Champ with Jim the Anvil Neidhart, RIP. United States Champion. 2-time King of the Ring winner. 5-time Slammy Award winner. 1994 Royal Rumble winner. 2-time WWE Hall of Famer. 4-time WCW United States Heavyweight Champion. He was a tag champ with Goldberg.
Wow.
He was a winner of the 1999 World Heavyweight Championship Tournament for the WCW. 2-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay,
He is the best there is, the best there
all
was, the best there ever will be. The excellence of execution. Put your jabroni ass into a sharpshooter, make you tap. Talk about the one, the only, Bret The Hitman Hart.
Wow. You got some stuff on him, huh?
He's also a huge Raptor fan and was rocking a jersey and championship belt that the Raptors then posted on their IG stories.
Right.
So Dan Mori just got on the phone with the champ, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret Hart, how are you, man?
I'm doing really good.
Awesome. Okay, so are you the biggest Raptors fan or what?
I don't know if I'm the biggest, but I might be the widest.
Don't be silly. I saw you wearing that Raptors tank top on the Raptors Instagram story the other night. Looking good, looking fab. And now, are you enjoying the games? What are you enjoying that you're seeing? How much are you loving these games?
They came out, just real kick-ass, which was really good. I thought they were really great. Just hope they can keep it up. We're all in this together, kind of with the COVID virus and everything else, and we need something to make us happy. And this is their time to. Also, in a good way, it reminds me of like when I was world champion the first time, and then I won. I had to kind of go prove to everybody that I was the champion again, and it's kind of like that for the Raptors. They won the championship, and I think a lot of people kind of doubted that they would go all the way again this year. But as you can see, they've come out really strong, and they look really impressive, and they really dominated. Toronto's going to be tough to beat this year, and we'll see what Brooklyn's got to offer next year.
For sure, and I saw the TV that you have on the patio. Granted, I thought that a world champion wrestler would have a bigger TV on the patio. It was an awfully small TV.
It was the biggest one I could get at the time.
All right, why are you going to diss the man? That's a champion you're talking to right there.
That's not a champion-sized TV.
And then listen to Maury trying to be sportsy
with
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
Okay?
And Mr. Hitman Hart, I got to ask you this. With COVID-19 and us not seeing audiences for hockey or concerts, how do you think COVID-19 is going to affect the WWW and the shows that you guys put on?
I thought watching UFC and all the other sports that we've all been quarantined watching, like from hockey to basketball to baseball and everything, that you got to have the fans there. And if you really love the sport, and you really love the game, you realize that you're not there for the fans, and you just want to see some good baseball, and you just want to see some good basketball. And I found that it surprised me, even with the wrestling, that I just want to see the wrestlers work really good wrestling matches, and they've been doing that. Everyone's sort of suspended their disbelief that these things couldn't work without a crowd, but in fact they don't really need the fans that much. And I've learned to easily kind of adapt it to it. So I'm not a big naysayer of it. I'm happy with the way all the sports are still hanging in there, and I hope they can keep their audiences focused. All the other sports should survive or at least get through this year, and then hopefully in the new year, we'll be back to normal life again.
WWE legend there.
WWW legend.
Bret the Hitman Hart rocking his Raptors tank top.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What's up, Dan Maury?
Keep it coming.
The only socks I have that aren't dirty are winter socks.
Sorry, say that again?
Say that again. The only what you have that's not dirty is a what?
The only socks I have that aren't dirty are my winter socks.
Are you wearing winter socks right now?
Yeah.
Why don't you do laundry?
It's not the weekend.
So wait, how many socks do you have?
Don't tell me you have 7 pair.
No, I have 4 or 5 pairs of summer socks and then a ton of winter socks.
What's the difference between summer socks and winter socks?
Summer socks are lower. They were like the anklet ones.
I almost said summer socks. That's how bored I am. I'm my mouth is working at 60% right now of this conversation.
Yeah, so why do you only have 4 or 5 summer socks?
Because you can go through them a lot quicker and you can wear them more often than once.
Once?
What? What do you mean?
I usually wear my socks 3 or 4 times.
Are you serious?
I can't. Why? Yeah, they're on my feet.
No offense, but you're the most disgusting human being I know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, disgusting.
Have you ever tried to do a thumber thought?
I've never done that.
Once I did. Okay, let me see these socks you got on today. Oh my God.
Let me see. Are they the ones I always say it looks like an elephant trunk?
It looks like you have a leg warmer that's scrunched down around.
Yeah, pull that sock all the way up. How far up does it go?
Oh, not that far. It's because his legs are so short.
That's true. Like my dog. Short ass legs.
Wow. Yeah, those are winter socks, all right.
Yeah, with shorts, it's fabulous.
But why wouldn't you just wear your shoes with no socks?
Sakes.
Ew.
No socks. Do you have to wear socks? Do you ever go without socks?
Yeah, but then my feet stick to the insides of my shoes.
They thick?
So stupid.
I haven't worn socks I don't even know, since March.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do any fun words with March.
Get out, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What up, homie?
Are you a smiler generally? I think you are.
Yeah.
I think you smile more than you don't smile.
I would say so. I like smiling.
Let me read you the story here. Oh, here comes Maury, the king of fake smiling. Which is interesting because that's actually what I want to talk about right now. Is
Fake smiling?
Is fake smiling.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if you're grumpy and just generally unhappy, pissy, whatever you want to call it, they say that even fake smiling when you're not happy can trick your brain into feeling better.
Oh.
So this goes back to that whole thing of telling people to smile and how that house somehow became wildly offensive. It's all my grandmother ever said to me. Smile.
Jeez, Gran.
Right?
What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Not in that bad of a mood.
I think she also told my brother one time, oh my God, your nose got so big.
Wow. Do we have the same grandma?
Yeah. So a new study says fake smiling, even when you're not happy, can trick your brain into feeling better. It's because the brain needs the muscle movements for a smile. And researchers say, quote, that releases neurotransmitters to encourage an emotionally positive state, meaning when your muscles say you're happy, you're more likely to see the world around you in a positive way. Oh. So when you can control the muscles to make a smile, your brain actually starts making you feel
Your brain's
better.
like, oh, so we're happy now.
Yeah, so we're happy now.
That makes total sense.
So fake smile for me, Maury.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I was watching the show where you can tell when somebody's fake smiling or real smiling. And it's not about the smile.
What is it?
It's the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't tell when someone's smiling when they're wearing a mask.
I know, that's the problem. That's why I just raise my eyebrows now. My new smile is raising my eyebrows at people. Right? Like what was curious is now a friendly hello, right? Like before, I would just raise my eyebrows over things I was like shocked at. I was like, what? But now, when I have a mask on and I see somebody and I don't smile anymore, I raise my eyebrows at them.
I know,
right?
I was walking by somebody
Sometimes you get the double raise.
I was walking by somebody in our building when I was leaving.
Yeah.
And forgetting, I have my mask on, but sometimes you just forget where it's so often, right?
Yeah.
And I was walking past someone and I went to smile, but then after, like I smiled at them, I looked them like right in the eye.
Yep.
And then after I passed them, I'm like, but how do they know that I just smiled?
They don't. Now they just think you're rude.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I just like, what are you looking at me in the eye for?
Yeah, but fake
Stranger.
smiling is interesting. Fake smiling is you're using the muscles just around your mouth, right, to smile. So fake smile right now. Fake smile. See, take your glasses off for 1 second. I want to try and use you as an example from this thing. Okay. So fake smile just right now with your mouth, right? Like that. Now really smile if you can. So what you get, so you'll notice it in the corner of my eyes. Okay, so I'll fake smile.
Yeah.
Right? And then if I really smile, it goes like this. Where it's all in the eyes.
Oh, wow. I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's all in the eyes. So you can usually tell when somebody's fake smiling if the muscles around the eyes stay the same.
Yeah, because they're forcing their mouth to do that.
Yes, because they're just using their mouth muscles to smile. So it's not a real smile. When you actually smile, it affects the muscles around your eyes. So you really notice it around somebody's eyes when they're fake smiling.
So now we have to really try hard to fake smile?
Well, yeah, you just do better, Maury. That's a real one right there. That's a real one.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What time did the Raptors play today?
4 o'clock. I was upset at first, but then I'm like, you know what?
No, it's perfect, bro.
F everybody. F
It's
Brooklyn.
perfect.
As Masai said back in 2014.
Now, in a normal world,
yeah,
okay, like a 4 o'clock game, or because all their games are afternoons, right? Then like the next 3 games, it's like a 4, a 1, and a 1, right?
Yeah.
In a normal world, that sucks because you're at work. In work from home world,
it's fine.
It's
because
amazing.
Whatever, you're at
Yeah.
home. But like, come on.
What?
For me, as a Raptor fan,
Yeah.
you know, like the disrespect, it's known throughout the league that the disrespect for the Raptors continues, even though they are the current champions. Right? Give them a prime time 8 o'clock spot. I know you can't because I believe the Clippers are playing at that time.
But also like the...
Is it Clippers in Boston? No. Because Boston's playing before, but it's a hot game tonight. Like there's back-to-back hot games with 4 teams.
No, I hear you.
Right?
And then you got the virtual Democratic convention thing happening on television tonight too. Like there's there's a lot going on.
Oh no, what am I going to watch?
Yeah, I know. But in bubble play, this is what it's like though. Like
I know.
Leafs are playing afternoon games. Like everybody was playing afternoon games. I know. We went on vacation and the Leafs had a shot at the cup. Well, come on now. But we went on vacation.
Keep that streak alive, boys.
Okay, we went on vacation and the Leafs were in it.
Yeah.
And we get home and they're out of the bubble. Like we come back to work 2 weeks later, they're out of the bubble.
They got to clean up. They got to leave.
It's done.
Well, other people are staying in their homes.
Yeah.
In their house.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Touching all their stuff.
Was Mitch Marner's lights in his condo on, Maury? They were?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's so sad. Were they at least dimmed?
No. They're all on full bright and the blinds are open.
Oh, really?
To make it look like nobody's home?
Yeah.
He ain't home. For sure, he ain't home. That's a rookie move, bro.
You know what you should do more? You should learn Morse code and use your lights to try and communicate with him.
See if he responds?
Yeah.
That's such a, he's not home.
But the couch is right in front of the window.
Doesn't matter. He's
what do you
not
mean
home.
The couch is right in front of the window? Like
I
he
can
sits
see
on
the back of the couch.
Oh, but it's not staring out the window.
No, the back of the couch is to me.
Right. So you don't know what's going on in the front of that couch.
I know exactly what Mitch Marner is doing.
Yeah.
He's got like his lights on a timer. So every night, what you should do, Maury, is monitor and see exactly what time the lights go on and what time they go off this entire week and see if it all lines up. Because then you know that guy's not home.
Yes. Also, yes. You should also get binoculars. Do you already have binoculars?
I have a telescope.
Oh.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Madonna celebrated her 93rd birthday? Or 92nd this year?
I saw a picture of her with a tray of weed and a joint.
She looked like a dinosaur.
What's going on with you, man? She didn't do this. She didn't do anything well. She didn't do COVID well. Ellen DeGeneres and Madonna may have been the biggest two losers as far as their personas being blown apart during quarantine, and I don't know how that happens.
Hey, did Ellen get robbed? Did I see something she got robbed or something?
Yeah, and they determined that it wasn't an inside job because I think at first they thought that it was somebody like within her organization.
Maybe it was Madonna.
Security or anything like that. Yeah.
She went on a birthday spree.
So that was Ellen's weed that was on Madonna's plate then. I gotcha. Full circle. I get it. So it was Madonna's, how old is she? 62? 62 years old.
No, she does not look that age. At all.
What do you think? She looks older?
90-something.
Come on now.
David Morey made some calls to fellow Madonna fans yesterday.
Oh, like known Madonna fans?
I believe. I don't know. Was it? Who are these people?
These are just cold
randoms.
Oh, so anybody, you were just looking for Madonna fans.
I don't know. Listen to this. I feel, you were looking for Madonna fans. Okay. Because listen to this.
Yes.
Amped up for Madonna's birthday yesterday.
Hello?
We're celebrating today.
What are we celebrating about? What is it?
We are celebrating Madonna's birthday.
Oh, God bless your daughter's birthday today. How old is she?
No, not my daughter, Madonna.
Oh, Madonna. God bless her. She's a wealthy woman.
Do you want to sing with me?
No, I don't want to sing with you. I don't know the tune. I don't know to sing it.
What if I sang it to you?
Okay, sing it. Let me hear.
Like a virgin. Ow! Touch for the very first time. Yeah, is that good? Can I sing with you at church?
No! Oh, my God. How can you sing a song like that in church? No. Lord help me. You know, you're talking to a 74-year-old woman.
Hello?
Today is a time to celebrate.
All right, let's do it.
It's Madonna's birthday.
Woo! All right, Madonna.
How much do you love Madonna?
I love Madonna that when she was singing about being a virgin, I was trying to be a virgin.
When I say Madonna, what is the first song that comes to your mind?
Just Like a Prayer.
Okay.
That was one of my favorite Madonna songs.
You got to give me a bit of it.
Just like a prayer.
My heart will take you there. Just like the mystery.
I don't think that's how the song goes.
What like you see? Oh, Lord, it's been a long time since I've sang that song.
Hello?
Are we celebrating or what?
Oh, yeah, I am celebrating big time. It's Madonna on repeat like 24/7 for like the last 2 days.
Okay, when I say Madonna, what is the first song that comes to your mind?
Come on, Vogue, let your body move to the music. Hey, hey, hey. Greta Garbo, and Monroe,
Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine, Grace Kelly, Fred Astaire,
Harlow Jean,
Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Vogue. The world is a little bit more gay today.
Yes, Madonna is everything. I love her. I hope she's having a good day.
Oh my God. If she was listening right now, what would you say to her?
Thank you for inventing gay people. Like a virgin. Oh! Touched for the very first time. Yes, Queen.
Happy birthday, Her Majesty.
Oh my God, the one and only Queen.
How are you celebrating?
Well, I was just in a conical bra downstairs dancing around to Like a Virgin. So
when I say Madonna, what is the first song that comes to your mind that makes you happy?
Probably Material Girl, because it's a classic. Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me, I think they're okay.
When I say Madonna, you say...
Madonna? I don't know.
Birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Madonna! Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there.
Imagine she was listening right now to you. What would you say to her for her birthday?
Madonna, Queen, happy birthday. We love you, we stan you, and we need you in this life forever.
Damn!
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, Raptors.
Oh, hell yeah. That's my team. Let's go, Raptors. F you, Brooklyn.
Man.
It was an exciting game. Let me tell you something, man. The Raptors are like the team. I understand now why the NBA hates the Raptors so much.
Yeah, why?
Is because we're just awesome at everything.
Oh, stop it.
All right? Everything from Jesse Reyes singing the Canadian national anthem from the top of the CN Tower to the players being introduced, like the starting lineup being introduced by their family members. Like, come on, you can't get any better.
I saw that video after the fact with the players being introduced by their family members, because I think some of them are like the guy's brother, and then the kids show up, and oh my God. And I watched it 3 times, and all 3 times I was just like almost in tears. Yeah. It's crazy.
Gasol's kids, and then Kyle Lowry's kids.
Yeah.
Barcelona, number 33, my daddy Margasol.
And then they cut to and then they cut to him on the court, and it was just
Absol 2.08 from Cameroon, number 43, Pascal Siakam. Let's go Raptors!
And it was so nice to see the brother just standing there, like cheering on his bro.
Introducing the starting small forward from London, England, OG Anunoby.
Like so serious.
Yeah, I know.
And guard from Rockford, Illinois, number 23, Fred VanVleet. Yay! Say go, Daddy! Go, Daddy!
It was just such a nice moment for like every single one. You saw the look on his face. He both hands up in the air, just cheering on for his own kids.
Now, did they do that for both teams or no?
No, they only did it for the Raptors.
Really, huh?
Come on, did they do it for the both teams?
No, because to me, that's part of like the production of, is it because the Raptors were a home team last night, so they got to do the opening and all that stuff, Shem?
The Raptors actually copied it from the Phoenix Suns, who were the first team to do it in the bubble. Yeah, they did the whole family introduction.
Yeah, but the
thing.
Raptors did it better.
Way better.
Right, but to me, that shouldn't be like a Raptors decision. That's like a production decision of whoever's producing the broadcast of the games. Is it not? Like, it seems weird to me that you would do these, like, that you would use people's kids and make it all super emotional for one team, but you wouldn't for the other?
Yeah, wow, F Brooklyn.
Super weird,
I think that it was the Raptors organization that was like, yo, Phoenix did this. It looked awesome. Let's reach out to family members and see if, for the starting lineup, we can do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems really cruel to me to do
Now, I think if anybody else does it, it's just going to be lame now. If any other team does it
will
now.
not be lame. It's still going to be sweet kids talking about their
Listen,
dads.
I'm rallying for my Raptors, bro.
I know, but like at the expense of what? Like, how far does rallying for the Raptors go? That you don't want to see anybody else's children on the broadcast from now on?
During this series, when we're up 1-0.
No,
during this series, absolutely.
Jesus. No, it was
absolutely.
It was a really, really sweet moment, and it was just like it's what you want to have happen with bubble basketball.
Of course,
right?
They're making it real special. 134-110 was the final score. Van Vliet scoring 30 points. Game 2 is tomorrow afternoon.
You see that shot of Kawhi Leonard yesterday walking into the arena?
No, I saw him when he slipped on the court.
There's a shot.
He got rocked.
You know, Kawhi Leonard hates like just
everything.
He will do everything to avoid eye contact or talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Right? I love the guy. So he's walking down like a corridor kind of thing, I guess, where there's people and cameras and whatever else. And you know when you do busy work, like you fake busy work, right? Like you pretend like you're on your phone or you're having a conversation or whatever. So he has an iPad in his hand.
Yeah.
And as he's walking down, he's just like fixed. He's staring at his iPad, right? And then when he turns the corner, you see him just like put the iPad down by his side. But as he puts the iPad down by his side, all he was like intently staring at was just a home screen. Like just like icons.
I'm so busy here, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Am I the only one in this room who has never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
How have you not seen Planes, Trains,
I don't
and
know.
Automobiles?
That movie just like skipped right by me.
Really, huh?
I didn't watch it. Steve Martin and John Candy, right?
Yes, and I will say that it is just about the perfect movie.
And I don't even know anything about it.
Yeah?
But I see that Kevin Hart and Will Smith are doing a remake of this
Which
movie.
breaks my heart.
You're Kevin Hart?
It's an untouchable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like if they announced today that they were redoing Back to the Future.
Oh, are you nuts? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it's on that level of an untouchable movie.
Really?
Yeah, it is, because it is so...
John Hughes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is... Like, it's, first of all, it's hysterically funny, but what separates Planes, Trains, and Automobiles from all the other kind of comedies of that era is that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is also extremely heartbreaking.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's not
John Hughes.
it's not just like jokes the whole time. Like it's a funny but unbelievably tragic story.
Is
it? Yeah, it really is. And the way the performance that John Candy put in that movie is legendary. And the idea that somebody may be taking on that role or sort of taking on that persona or speaking those words to me is tragic.
Wow.
As much as I love Will Smith and Kevin Hart, and as much as I would watch anything they did together, it breaks my heart that they're redoing.
You know, and
Planes,
I'm kind of
Trains, and Automobiles.
surprised that Will Smith and Kevin Hart hadn't done anything together in the past.
Have they not?
No.
Why did I think they had?
No, I don't think that they've started anything together.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird because these two, like great actors, kings of comedy.
Yeah.
You would think it would be a no-brainer to put them together in a movie.
Really?
Maybe
huh?
they've tried in the past and it just didn't work out with scheduling and whatever.
Huh.
But the two of them, I think on screen in any scenario would be hilarious.
See, as much as I do love the idea that Kevin Hart and Will Smith would do something, I would much rather be Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Yeah, I agree. That's the best dynamic duo ever.
Right? And
the absolute best.
Because if Kevin Hart's taken a couple months to go do a movie with Will Smith that I don't want to watch anyway, then that just means that there's less opportunity this year for him to do something else with The Rock.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Do you ever use shuffle on your any sort of music, like with your own playlists?
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of shuffle because I'm always wanting like something specific, right?
Oh, okay.
But Netflix is going to be testing out shuffle.
Oh, wow. All right.
Which shuffle I can handle if it's, 3-minute songs at a time. But I don't know if I want Netflix to shuffle through 30-minute episodes of television shows I have no interest in.
Is it for everything on Netflix?
You can. So Netflix has launched a worldwide test of Shuffle Play, a feature for indecisive subscribers that starts streaming a random title based on their viewing history or playlists.
Oh, no, you're in trouble then.
I'm dead in the water.
Yeah, because you watch all like
my
prison documentaries.
My Netflix is soiled. There's no coming back from it. I need to delete it.
You need
and
a fresh start.
Yeah.
You need a new identity on Netflix.
I do. I say this all the time. Like, I'll go to my profile and then Catherine's profile, and it's like we subscribe to two different services.
Yeah.
It really is. Like,
hers is fun, upbeat, uplifting.
But there's stuff that I didn't yet has never popped up on mine.
As a recommendation?
Never, not once ever popped up on mine. And stuff that I would quite enjoy. But I started in early with the cocaine documentaries and the world's most deadliest this or that and how to catch a whatever and the toughest thing and all of this stuff.
Oh, no.
And
you're done.
it's ruined. Like if you look at my list of, oh God, don't even look at my row of continue watching.
Oh, really?
Because these are things that I couldn't even get through. But anyway,
I feel
so
like, no thanks.
the idea, they say, is to provide yet another way to encourage Netflix users to watch more content on the device. So it's a shuffle play. And the purpose of the test is to make it easier for people to find something to watch, because I will some nights spend more time looking for something to watch than I actually will watching that thing.
That's me. That's me all the time. I will spend like a good 30 minutes looking at titles and then trailers and whatever, even stuff that I've seen already.
Yes.
And then I'll look at the time and be like, oh, I don't have time to watch this.
No.
I'm doing something else, or I got to go to bed or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I ended up watching like a 10-minute something on YouTube and then go to bed.
Yeah. And then they get you with the box covers where I'm like, that movie that I didn't want to watch in row 1 is now in row 3, just with a different box cover that looks a little bit more interesting. Don't do that.
Doesn't Netflix have... So this one's called what? Shuffle?
Shuffle Play.
I'm pretty sure... I'm just logging into my Netflix account right now real quick. Oh, get out of here. Okay, and now my computer just froze. But don't they have like a section on the sidebar on the left that just says like play something? It's like already a random feature. It says just play something or just find something. Something like that.
Oh, see, I could never hit that.
Because you'd be too scared.
I'd be way too scared. That's like, remember the days in chat roulette when you'd be like, normal person. What the hell?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let's go Raptors! In your face, Brooklyn. What now?
What was it, 104.99 yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Both Norm Powell and Van Vliet scoring 24 points. Each.
Yeah, I saw Van Vliet trending all day yesterday.
Oh, it was such a good game.
Yeah.
It was.
Now, how did you feel about the 1:30 start? Because I know that you came around to the 4 o'clock start.
You know what?
Yeah?
I actually enjoyed the 1:30 start way better.
I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that you were going to get all bent out of shape because the NBA was putting the Raptors games on in the afternoon. And in my head, I'm like, no, bro. These afternoon games are going to be gifts.
It was amazing.
Yes.
I had like the entire... I even, for like 10 minutes, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I think it was during the halftime.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Yes.
Took a little 10-minute nap, woke up, and continued watching the game. It was amazing.
Good for you.
Which is why I'm happy that game 3 tomorrow is at 1:30 as well.
It's going to be a bummer if they get a 9 o'clock game or an 8 o'clock game.
I know. I'm going to be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
NBA, why do you hate the Raptors so much?
We want noon.
Yo, there was a guy, I don't know if you saw this story. There was a guy speeding on a street in Toronto yesterday, right?
Like on a downtown street.
No, residential. He was
Oh.
going 95 in a 50.
Oh, shut up.
And I don't, he's just speeding. And then when the police officer pulled him over, this guy's excuse was, "Officer, I have Raptors playoffs on my mind."
Oh, shut up. Really?
That's exactly what his excuse was. Which is why.
Do you get a
he
ticket
wasn't
for
paying
that or
attention.
no? Yeah, I'm sorry. You got to be in some kind of zone to not realize you're doing 90 on a 50 in a residential
he knew what he was
neighborhood.
doing.
You know what I mean?
He knew what he was doing. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's impossible though because I have cones all over my neighborhood, like where you got to zigzag down the street.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Parts of the 401, or sorry, not 401, the 404.
Yeah,
the route that I take on my way in, because I'm happy. Like, trust me, I'm happy that a lot of construction happens overnight.
Yeah,
right when there's less traffic on the road. I would prefer that than it happening during the day. But same thing. I have to zigzag because there's so many portions of my drive where they have 2 lanes shut down, so everyone has to merge over to one side.
So there's a street in my neighborhood where it's a 2-way street, but they've turned it with cones. So you as a car, sometimes you're driving in the right lane, sometimes you're driving in the left lane, sometimes you're driving in the right lane, sometimes you're driving in the left lane. But so are the other people coming the other way.
Yeah.
So it's down to 1 lane. So you have to, if you're like going into one of the S-bends, you have to pull right over and then somebody else has to use the same lane you were just using to get past you because they're trying to reduce traffic in all these residential neighborhoods. So they're forcing you to do like an obstacle course. It's like you're going for a license in Gran Turismo. You know
Those
what I
are
mean?
impossible, dude.
Right? That's what it feels like. Like driving around my neighborhood feels like I'm playing like PS1, Gran Turismo, like trying to get my license before I'm allowed to drive.
Before you even race.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So last night during the Cincinnati Reds game, their home team broadcaster, Tom Brenneman, was coming back from commercial, and he had a hot mic, and I don't know what city he was talking about, but you can hear him in this clip. He calls it one of the F word with the slur for gay capitals of the world. So listen to this.
The fat capitals of the world.
Oh my God.
Reds Live, the pregame show.
Oh my God.
So everybody saw this.
Yeah.
And then in the 5th inning, he comes on because he was getting pulled. Yeah. Like immediately. He comes on and does an apology on like during the broadcast, but he's doing his apology as the game is still happening. So he's like apologizing and calling the game.
I made a comment earlier tonight that I guess went out over the air that I am deeply ashamed of. If I have hurt anyone out there, I can't tell you how much I say from the bottom of my heart. I'm so very, very sorry. I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith, as there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos that will be a home run.
Oh, my God.
And so that'll make it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again. I don't know if it's going to be for the Reds. I don't know if it's going to be for my bosses at Fox. I'm going to apologize for the people who signed my paycheck, for the Reds, for Fox Sports Ohio, for the people I work with, for anybody that I've offended here tonight. I can't begin to tell you how deeply sorry I am. That is not who I am and never has been. And I'd like to think maybe I could have some people that could back that up. I am very, very sorry, and I beg for your forgiveness.
Damn.
Like he didn't look at something or somebody said something and he, it's not like he said, "Oh my God, that's so gay." You know what I mean? Like what he said and the way he hit that word, like he really hit the F word.
The fat capitals of the world.
Right? Like
he really did.
he leaned into.
Oh, he knew what he was saying.
He leaned into that. Like that's not the first time.
No, absolutely
that's not the first time he said that. So, a statement from the Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds organization is devastated by the horrific homophobic remark made this evening by broadcaster Tom Brenneman. He was pulled off the air and effective immediately was suspended from doing Reds broadcasts. We will be addressing our broadcast team in the coming days.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, I'm good. How about you?
Doing good. All right, let's get into it.
So, Jennifer, you wrote us this. My relationship with my now ex was healthy and great. Out of nowhere, he started getting weird and distant, and then he finally says it's because he wants kids before dating. I told him I didn't, and he was okay with that. So there we go. We got a problem right there. A week goes by, and I check his social media, and he deleted all of our pictures and changed his Facebook status to single. This is how he broke up with me. I messaged him wishing he had the decency to do it over the phone and called him a coward. His response was, if not talking for a week wasn't a good indicator, yes, I am ready to end things.
Ooh, ouch.
So then you say, can't stop thinking about it. I have so many questions and so many thoughts are spiraling around. Should I reach out for closure? If not, how do I just let it go? Oy, oy, oy.
How long were you guys dating, Jennifer?
We dated for like 6 months, but we were friends for 2.5 years before that.
Yeah. He's not the guy you thought he was.
Definitely not.
No.
And, and I think that, the reason we want closure, psychologically closure helps. We think in terms of everything else in the world, which is there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. And when you don't get your end, it fractures the beginning and the middle, and you just don't know where to go as a person, right?
Yeah.
And so we look for closure, and we deserve closure, and there's right ways to do closure, and there's wrong ways to do closure. But just sort of bailing on somebody, it's very traumatic for somebody in your position. But, I will say that when it does come to a situation like this where, he just blows you off and makes up some lame story. Yeah, it's because I want kids and you don't and whatever. I think that is your closure. I think that the fact that you now realize that you're with somebody who you thought was a great friend, but after 6 months is just going to start ignoring you, hoping that you get the hint that he doesn't want to be your boyfriend anymore. I think that's your closure.
Okay.
Because it's only been 6 months. And
Yeah.
I truly believe, now that we know how long it's been, I believe he wasn't into the relationship, and he did use the fact that he wants kids as an excuse to get out of the relationship, whether he truly believes that or not.
Right.
He needed something. He needed an escape plan, and that was going to be his answer.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it just seemed like an excuse because then I was like, okay, let's have I'm okay with having kids in the future. And then he's like, oh, well, actually, it's just like these other little things.
No,
I'm like,
it's
okay, well, it's just excuses.
He was never into the relationship.
Here, I'll put something else in your head though. Okay. Don't worry about closure with this guy. What you need to sit and think about is how you went 6 months being really in and probably in love with somebody who would do this to you.
Right.
Not the guy you thought he was.
Yeah, because I've dated not good men in the past, and the relationship was amazing. Like I was saying, there was never anything bad about it. I mean, it was only the first 6 months, right? But until the breakup was awful, and that's when his true colors were shown, and I was really confused.
But for the entire 6 months up until the breakup, everything was fine. You said everything was healthy and great. The relationship was fantastic. Yeah, and it was only up until that point.
Yeah.
But the guy who broke up with you is also the guy you dated.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously
Right?
the same person. Yeah.
You have to remember that somebody that you were willing to give everything to had it in them to treat you that way at the end.
Yeah.
Now, what was that guy going to turn into if this went on for 6 years?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm happy that it didn't, lead to us getting married and then him doing that type of thing. And then I'm like, well, I wasted.
He's either messing around on you, right?
Mhm.
Or he thought, hey, we're such good friends. Why don't we try dating? I'm attracted to you and you're attracted to me and we seem to get along and we got the same friends and everything else. And then he just realized that he wasn't into it.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
right.
Away it goes.
You're better off without him.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. Take care.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
What's up, Juliana?
Hi, I've called you guys. Oh my God, I've listened to you guys for years.
Cool.
Ever since you started. I'm in high school now, and I listened. Oh my God, I listened to you when I was in the car with my mom, and now we have to listen to your podcast because we moved to Ottawa.
Oh, damn. All right. So how old are you now?
I am 15.
Wait, so hold on a second. You're 15.
Yeah.
You started listening to us when you were 4?
Probably like when I was like, I'm trying to think what grade again.
Because we've been on the radio almost 11 years now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what grade. It was when I was going into my new school, which was grade 1.
Grade 1. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow. So it all makes sense.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Cool. So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I wanted to just call you guys.
Do you have like any requests? Is there a favorite thing you want us to do? Is there I don't know. You're a big fan of the show. You're finally on the show. Let's not waste that opportunity.
Have you done do the news yet?
We have not. Would you like to introduce the news?
Sure.
Okay. You know how this works?
What is it again? How do you say it again?
Oh, my God. Juliana,
Yeah?
you said you've been listening your whole life, basically.
I know.
Okay.
I just don't want to mess up.
Okay.
My heart's pounding.
How do you think it goes, Juliana?
Let's do the news.
Okay, but prior to saying let's do the news, what happens?
Okay, because I'm talking to you, I've lost all my words because, oh my God.
Just take your time. Take a deep breath.
No. Is it Mocha? Let's do the news.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
There are no pressure, Juliana, but there are so many people listening right now who are like irate because they know exactly what happens.
Okay. I'm just trying to think.
Mm-hmm.
One
Okay.
sec. I think I got it.
Okay. Did you just find something and listen to it? Like, did you just Google it?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Let me think.
So many people yelling right now. Yelling out into the world.
Like, we've already eaten into 3 minutes of the news.
Yeah, we're going to have time for like one story.
Hey, Mocha, let's do this.
Close.
Okay. We'll just tell you.
Okay.
Okay. It's hey, Mocha, you ready?
And then I say, yeah.
And then I yell, let's do the news.
Okay. I was on the right track. I was like, I knew it was Mocha somewhere
No
in it.
problem. You give it hell right now.
Anytime you're ready, Juliana.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Okay, hold on. It's hey, Mocha, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the news.
Hey, Mocha, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
All right.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Death Valley, California reached 130 degrees yesterday, which is 54.4 degrees.
That's hot.
If verified, it would be the hottest temperature recorded in the U.S. since 1913.
That's hot.
The specific area of Death Valley is called Furnace Creek. Oh, Death Valley, that's such an American thing, eh? That's one of the cool things about America. This is one of the, there's a lot of things about America that you shouldn't envy, right? But deciding to name things cool is what they do well. Like if somebody said in Canada all those years ago, what are we going to call this place? And someone went, man, it's real hot there. Why don't we call it Death Valley? Somebody would go, no, Bonjour Valley.
Hello, Valley.
Right? You know what I mean? Nobody would ever get away with calling something
Valley C'est Bon.
Yeah, Valley C'est Bon. Right. Not Death Valley. No, you couldn't get away with calling something Death Valley. Yeah, what place in Death Valley? Furnace Creek. You know what I mean? They would never let that happen up here.
Dumb question. Do people live there?
What?
Do people live there?
Yeah, I think people do, but not very well.
You telling me like somebody's address is like 5 Death Valley Road?
No, it would be 5 Furnace Creek Road, Death Valley, California.
Okay.
The highest temperature ever recorded on Earth was observed in Death Valley. That was 134 degrees in 1913.
The population of Furnace Creek?
Yes.
24 people.
There you go. Yeah.
Because we're all dying.
12 today, apparently. I don't know what happened, but the worst part about this, though, is they say that the real heat is going to happen today and tomorrow.
The real heat?
Yeah, so this was...
So that was just like the prequel?
Yeah, so the heat wave is supposed to peak today and tomorrow because this was yesterday's recorded temperature. Again, 54.4 degrees in Bonjour Valley, California.
Yeah. They should all just move to say Bon Valley.
Say Bon Valley. A restaurant in China is apologizing for weighing its customers.
Oh, no. Okay.
Again.
I want to hear more.
Okay. Again, right? There's things in America that you should not be envious about, things in America that you should be envious about the fact that they call things cool names like Death Valley. China, a lot of things not to be envious about, some things to be envious about, like restaurants weighing their customers. A restaurant in China is apologizing for its controversial policy of asking diners to weigh themselves before entering the restaurant. So what this comes down to was the president was trying to cut down on food waste. So he made this big proclamation during the pandemic. And what they wanted to do was they would weigh you when you came in and they would ask your party to order one less dish than there are people in your party. Because they find that when people come in groups, they order more food than they can eat.
Right.
So in order to determine how much food is appropriate for your group, they weighed you on your way in.
Why don't they just serve smaller portions? All that, guys.
Right? Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Smaller portions.
Or you go around the table, hey, what does everybody want?
Yeah.
And then as a server, say, well, may I recommend?
And I guess it's different when you are in China, but isn't the glory of Chinese food ordering too much?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that part of what makes Chinese food so magical, is that you just order too much?
Because you want it all.
Yes.
Why not?
Don't make it so delicious.
Make it taste like crap.
Right? Yeah. Stranger Things star Noah Schnapp confirms that his Twitter account was hacked after posting a series of disturbing tweets, one of them mentioning suicidal thoughts. This was at 6:27, I guess, yesterday. And then
Noah is Will,
Noah
right?
is Will.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so according to Deadline, his account also was that retweeted by other people who then posted about smoking weed and getting into fights with him. The account started to repost sexual content, racial language, including one tweet that had the N-word in it, but he says that he was hacked. And also Stranger Things star Gaten Matarazzo, who is Dustin, on the show, over the summer in New Jersey. He was a server at a restaurant.
Well, I guess he's out of work.
Right? Long Beach Island restaurant where he joined a few family members who also worked there. I know exactly what this was.
What?
Listen, you're 17, you're a big star, you got tons of money. You were not alone in that house all summer with nothing to do and no work to go to.
Yeah.
You're coming to work with us.
Yeah.
Put the mask on, put the cap on.
Get out
Nobody's
here.
going to know it's you. Get out here and start slinging fries.
Yeah, no, people know it's you.
What is the equivalent? Like, is there a male equivalent for Karen? You know what I mean? Because we all poor, and I feel so. My heart aches for any level-headed, wonderful woman in this world named Karen, because you've had a rough couple years.
Oh yeah,
you can't do anything. You can't get mad at anybody, even for legit reasons. Somebody could key your car, and you know what you have to do? Open the door, get in the car, and drive away.
Yeah.
You cannot freak out if your name is Karen.
Not in public, at least.
No, you can't. Even in the house.
Yeah,
you
because
can't
then
freak out.
Oh, there she goes, being a Karen again.
Yes, right. You can't do anything.
I know. I feel
You're
bad for
paying
y'all,
triple to have a plumber come over.
Hi, what's your name? Karen. Oh.
Yeah. You're paying. They're charging you triple because if you flip out, guess what happens, Karen?
You acting like a Karen.
Yes.
So the male equivalent to Karen.
So and people have tried to have a lot of things stick, like Greg, Ken, Keith, Kevin.
Yeah. What about Darren?
But what they did was they were like, nothing really sticks. So they went with math, and there was somebody on Reddit who looked at trending names over the past 70 years to try and find the male equivalent that followed the same trend patterns as Karen.
Okay.
So when it peaked, when it was like when it became its most popular, when it started, and then when it sort of tapered off.
Okay, here we go.
So there is a match, according to this individual, as far as what would the male equivalent of Karen be based on stats. And that is Terry.
Terry?
Terry.
Oh no! What you doing, Terry?
What you doing, Terry? Oh, Terry! What you doing, Terry?
Oh no! So there's Karen and Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Karen Terry.
Oh no!
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
A pair of game-worn Jordans set a auction at a record. So a pair of Nike Air Jordan 1 high tops, right?
Ooh, okay.
They sold for, let me see if they
the red and white ones?
I think that they're the red and white ones. Well, okay, hold on here. Michael Jordan wore the shoes during an exhibition game in Italy in summer '85. So not like a championship game or something like
Still,
that.
Mamma Mia, it's hot commodity.
Yeah, these were his exhibition game shoes from 1985. They were valued between. Do you want to take a guess on what they sold for? Before I tell you if they were overvalued or undervalued?
$25,000?
Excuse me?
25,000.
25,000? No.
Yeah. How much?
No, 615,000.
Oh, wow.
I would love it if you had shown up at that auction.
Hello, I have $25,000 here. They'd be like, get out of here, Terry.
Yeah, you're such a Terry. The WAP video, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B revealed that to shoot that video because of all the dancing in such close proximity, that their budget for doing COVID tests was $100,000.
No.
Yeah, is what they spent testing everybody.
$100,000?
Yeah, they spent $100,000.
Wait, were they like testing then like
everybody?
Every single person that walked in there.
Yeah, every single person wound up getting tested. A man was arrested for the attempted kidnapping at the home of WWE star Sonya Deville. The man is accused of stalking her on social media, and he was found inside the home with a knife, zip ties, duct tape, and mace. He said that he began planning the abduction 8 months ago. This, according to the sheriff's office. Apparently, he cut a hole in the patio screen and remained on the patio for 3 to 4 hours while watching and listening through the window. And then after Sonya had gone to bed, he entered the home, which triggered the alarm. She saw him. Her and her friend left the house, got in the car, called 911. He was in the house when deputies arrived to arrest him.
Scary, man. That's like a movie.
Yeah. Do you know her, Sonya Deville?
I do.
She's on Total Divas,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah, crazy. BuzzFeed tried to find the definitive winner in some of pop culture's biggest rivalries. So they've done a poll. Ooh. And these results are based on this morning, so I don't know if they've changed. But they asked, once and for all, Backstreet versus NSYNC.
Oh, NSYNC all day, baby.
Okay. BSB is winning with 64% right now.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Well, who disagrees with this?
I do.
Shem, get in here.
NSYNC is way better.
Hold on here.
Than BSB.
I may not even finish this.
Fellas.
I may not even finish this list.
Come on.
Are you crazy?
Oh, here we go.
Backstreet Boys all day.
But who has the better body? I'm joking. I already answered that question. So you say Shem.
Yes.
Hello, by the way.
Hello. Good morning.
So you say Backstreet Boys all day.
Hands down.
No,
Okay.
NSYNC, man.
Okay, so Mocha, why do you say NSYNC? Based on what?
Body of work.
Body of work.
Not their bodies.
No, okay, so biggest hits.
Yeah.
You go hit for hit.
I say
over Backstreet.
NSYNC over Backstreet. Yeah.
Interesting.
What are you? Okay. What NSYNC song is going to touch "Quit Playing Games with My Heart"? Or as long as you love me.
What about Gone?
What about I Want It That Way?
Oh,
right.
I want
Shape
it that
of My
way.
Heart.
I want it that way. Give me an NSYNC song that stands up to "I Want It That Way."
You can't. Sorry, Mocha.
All right, next battle.
Next battle. Okay. Next battle was Marvel versus DC.
Oh, Marvel.
Okay, yeah, they're winning 89%. Maury, get in here. So on their list of definitive pop culture battles, Whitney Houston versus Mariah Carey.
Oh, Whitney Houston.
Carey, what is wrong with you?
Whitney Houston is winning 79%.
As she should.
Now,
I'm sorry, no way.
Now, so who was the superior vocal powerhouse? So this wasn't about hits.
Yeah.
This wasn't about, songs on charts. It was who was the definitive pop vocal powerhouse, Whitney or Mariah?
Whitney Houston.
Then I would go with Whitney Houston.
You would, huh?
Yes.
But hold on. But if you're saying
next question.
No, hold on. But if you're saying stronger songs and lasting, I'm sorry, Mariah.
Britney or Christina?
Britney.
Yeah, 100%. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is winning. And finally, we'll end it on this. This is BuzzFeed trying to find the definitive winner of a lot of pop culture battles. Sesame Street or The Muppet Show?
Oh, Sesame Street.
Really?
Yes.
Not me, man. I'm
You're
Muppet Show
all day?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm Muppets all day. No. I got no time for Sesame Street.
Okay, but who's the winner?
Well, who's winning on that? Doesn't matter.
Is Sesame Street?
Of course it is.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Top Ellen Show producers have been fired after allegations of sexual harassment and misconduct. Ellen DeGeneres yesterday announced the firing of executive producers Ed Glavin, Kevin Lehman, and co-exec producer Jonathan Norman in a video conference with the show's crew, and said that the internal investigation into workplace allegations would be completed soon, according to an employee who was on the call in the meeting. Now, in the meeting, other executive producers said that Ellen DeGeneres, quote, will be making rounds to smaller chats. I guess she's going to talk to people individually with employees in the future. They also told staffers that they're committed to eliminating the, quote, culture of fear. And they were shocked to hear about the allegations that employees weren't allowed to look at Ellen and reinforce the direct communication. Here's my thing with that and why it's crap. Well, first of all, the stories of Ellen have been out there forever. They've just
you think that rule exists?
They've just
on
finally
set that no one was to look?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
So what's the crap part?
So this is why it's crap. To learn and be shocked that people weren't allowed to look at you and talk to you. Okay? Because if that directive doesn't come from you, if you're not the one that says, make sure when I walk through these halls, people don't look at me and don't talk to me. Okay? Unless that directive comes from you, if I independently went around here, this whole building, and I said, listen, guys, from now on, do not look and do not speak to Mocha. How long would it take you to come? How many days of you coming to work before you come to me and go, man, did I piss everybody off?
Oh, instantly.
Why is nobody
the next day? I'd be like, why is everyone around here being so weird?
Yeah. Why does everybody look like they're super
I thought we were all cool.
Yeah. It would take you about a day. Okay? Ellen's been on the air for 20 years, right?
That's why. That show's done?
No. I don't think it's done. I think they're going to, they'll do a full internal investigation and they'll bring in new people and she'll pledge to do better and that'll just be that. Anyway. Lawrence Fishburne says that he has not been invited to be a part of Matrix 4. I thought he was. So Carrie-Anne Moss is back, Keanu Reeves is back, Jada Pinkett Smith is back, and Lambert Wilson are all reprising their characters. However, no Morpheus, which is weird.
Who are they going to get the red and blue pill from then?
I don't know.
You need Morpheus.
Yeah. Are you? Is anybody looking forward to Matrix 4?
No.
Because Matrix 1 was awesome. Right?
Yeah.
Matrix 1 was awesome. Matrix 2 and 3 were quite crap.
I don't think I watched 2. I don't think I watched 3.
Yeah.
Maybe I watched 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't really into those movies.
They weren't that great. So I don't know. Very confusing. It was too much for me. I couldn't handle it. Yeah, no, not at all. Ariana Grande, now the most streamed woman on Spotify.
More than Taylor Swift, huh?
20.5 billion streams. Woo! So this is what she wrote. Holy ish. Thank you all so much for listening and caring and let alone this much. She goes on to say, I can't wait to give you new things to listen to. Then she says, now, can Rihanna please drop her album so she can rightfully snatch this back and fill my ears again, please? Because Rihanna was the most streamed and now it's Ariana Grande. And she's like, I like this, but I don't.
Yeah.
Because if it...
Also trolling Rihanna to give everybody new music.
Exactly.
Right?
Raptors yesterday, big win. Jesse Reyes doing "Oh Canada" from the top of the CN Tower.
Come on, you can't win more than that.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love.
Yeah, I took my hat off and everything during this part.
I am not normally like hyper critical of when people decide to lip sync or sing live and whatever. I just think that everybody should sing live. There's very few exceptions where I think that somebody should actually lip sync, even when you're dancing.
Don't tell me you thought Jesse Reyes should have sang.
I'm just saying.
Do you know how windy it is up there?
No. I'm just saying that if I hear anybody complain that they think that maybe she was lip sync, they should get it like a slap in the ear.
Yeah,
okay, you cannot expect that is like the one place in the world. I don't know if she's terrified of heights. I don't know what her situation is. I mean, it's cool to be up there, but you can't be expected to sing.
The sun was going down.
No.
She was a harness up, protection on protection.
Beautiful, though.
Yeah,
my God,
I loved
it looked so great. And then the big story, aside from the win yesterday, was the Raptors had their family members, so their kids and their brothers and their wives, announce these starting lineups, and it sounded a little like this.
Barcelona, number 33, my daddy Margasol. And guard from Raptors, Illinois, number 23, Fred Van Vliet. Yay! Say go, Daddy! Go, Daddy!
So cute. Good, dude.
Fred Van Vliet talking about seeing his kids in that video.
It meant the world, man. I think anybody who knows me know how special my family is, especially my kids. And I miss my girl. I miss my mom. I miss everybody, man. Family is the number one thing in my life. So obviously I've been missing them. I've been gone about 8 or 9 weeks now. So it's the longest I've been without seeing my kids. So that was really cool to see that. Before a playoff game at that, I definitely got a little teary-eyed there, seeing my son get animated and hearing from my daughter. So that was really cool.
Go Raptors!
Are we ready for Jesus talk? That's the question.
Jesus talk?
Kanye writing, a vision just came to me. Jesus talk. I was watching TikTok with my daughter, and as a Christian father, I was disturbed by a lot of the content, but I completely love the technology. We pray we can collaborate with TikTok to make a Christian monitored version that feels safe for young children and the world. In Jesus' name, amen.
Wow. Okay. I'm down with the safe for children.
The problem is that you can't control these things.
No, not at all.
People have tried to create pleasant platforms, and it becomes a unwinnable battle. Could you imagine like the trolls that would show up in droves on Jesus Talk?
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
Right?
You would be shut down in a week.
Yeah.
It would be so spoiled. And
like someone would just go on and be like, hey, check out this great content. Next thing you know, it's just ass.
You can't do it. It would never happen. The Democratic National Convention virtual style hit last night, but before we get to that, Cardi B doing an interview with Joe Biden.
People around the world were saying, my God, it really happens? Because I'm not in a neighborhood like that. I don't come from a place. And now, guess what? They're demanding change.
We are just asking for equality. We are asking fairness, and we are asking for justice. That is all. We just want justice. That's all. We want justice. We want to feel like Americans.
A lot of people. What's that?
You think Joe Biden watched that WAP video right before he talked to her?
I know. A lot of people are pointing out that it may not have been the best move to sit down with Cardi B, given not necessarily the content of her music, because as an artist, she can do anything, but just her past, where the acknowledgments of drugging and robbing men and this type of thing to survive what she had to do. It reminds me of when Nathan Downer did that interview with Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was hanging around. Remember, he came to see Mayor Ford. And Nathan Downer said, do you think it does something along the lines of, do you think it does the mayor a disservice to have your endorsement based on your past?
And I can't remember exactly what Mike Tyson said on live television.
You remember that?
But I'm pretty sure there were some F words, some S words.
This whole thing reminded me of that. As soon as people started talking about, I'm like, God, I wish somebody would ask Cardi B that same question. Do you think it does a disservice?
No, you a rat piece of...
I love it. I love it. And Michelle Obama lightened things up. From what I heard, I didn't see any of it, but it was a pretty lackluster, somewhat boring virtual convention last night until Michelle Obama showed up and brought some life to the event.
Donald Trump is the wrong president for our country. He has had more than enough time to prove that he can do the job, but he is clearly in over his head. He cannot meet this moment. He simply cannot be who we need him to be for us. It is what it is.
There you go. Wow. And then just a couple of minutes ago, earlier this morning, Donald Trump tweeting this. Somebody please explain to Michelle Obama that Donald J. Trump would not be here in the beautiful White House if it weren't for the job done by your husband, Barack Obama. Biden was merely an afterthought, a good reason for that very late and unenthusiastic endorsement. My administration and I built the greatest economy in history of any country, turned it off, saved millions of lives, and now am building an even greater economy than it was before. Jobs are flowing. NASDAQ is already at a record high. The rest to follow. Sit back and watch.
Oh, shout out to NASDAQ.
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
We got a ton of questions, so let's just jump right into it. Hello, Jenny.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good.
Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, I was just wondering, what is something you are secretly competitive about?
Secretly, like I'm competitive and I don't let other people know that I'm competing? Or like
I'm going to win.
Okay, interesting.
Well, do you have an answer, Jenny?
Well, okay, so it's not something that I am necessarily competitive about, but I know that my mom is secretly competitive with me about baking and cooking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And well, ever since I got married and I started cooking more and baking more, if I'm hosting like Thanksgiving or something, I'll tell everyone to come over. They don't need to bring anything. I've made like a platter of cookies for everyone for dessert. And then my mom will come over with a platter of cookies. And then she will
scope out the vibe to see who's enjoying the cookies more?
Yeah, or I'll make a lasagna and everyone is like saying how amazing the lasagna is. And then she's like, it's good. Everyone likes something different. And then the next time we go to her house, she'll make a lasagna.
Oh.
So I can tell she's just she's secretly competitive.
I love that.
Do you have an answer, Roz?
Well, yeah, okay. So there's a couple of
secretly,
things.
so it has to be something that nobody.
Yeah. So okay, I think that there's two different conversations here. There's one, what are things that you're secretly competitive about, and then the other thing is what are some of the ridiculous things that you're actually competitive about? Because in my house right now, between me, Catherine, and Roxy, we are fiercely, and when I mean fiercely, I mean like in your face, you lose, I win again. Fiercely competitive when it comes to the game of Clue.
Really?
Oh.
But isn't it the same answer each time?
No.
I thought it was always the guy who murdered who, like it's...
Yeah, but it's a different room, a different person, a different weapon. It's different every time. And if somebody can get it in the least amount of moves, at least amount of guesses, then that is like calls for trash talking. Wow. And I rarely win Clue, and it drives me crazy. And then I won. We played last Wednesday, and I won, and it had been a real long time since I won, and I celebrated. And then we were talking about Clue to other people over the weekend and how competitive we are at Clue. And Roxy says, "Dad's never won," and I go, "I won last week," and Catherine goes, "Nah, I don't think you did." So like they even don't acknowledge, so they don't even acknowledge my victory when I do win, right?
What a diss.
Yeah, like we are wildly competitive.
Sounds like your family hates you.
Yeah, we're wildly competitive when it comes to Clue. Other things that I'm secretly competitive about is, dumb things like I know in my heart of hearts, and I will never say it out loud in the house because it just means more work for me. I know that I am way better at loading the dishwasher. Like I look at the dishwasher and I see a counter full of dishes, and I look at the dishwasher, and in my head I'm just all putting it together like a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Like I know I can.
You're looking at it like Tetris.
Like Tetris. Like I just know where everything should go. And when Catherine will then load the dishwasher, I will open it and I'm like, there's still dishes on the counter. Or if there's not dishes on the counter, what she's done is she's just opened up the bottom rack and just stacked 2 pots on top of each other, where I know that top pot is not going to cook, but she just didn't want to leave anything on the counter. But I can't complain because what happens when you complain at that point?
You have to do it.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Right? So
All right,
secretly
hotshot.
competitive. Okay? Secretly competitive.
Do you have a Maury?
I'm secretly competitive about reading more books than Matthew.
Oh.
Right? So I have a list going on my phone of all of the books that I read, and now Matthew is trying to he read a book during vacation and whatnot.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm trying to make sure that I've always read more books than he has.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculously nerdy.
Isn't it weird? I think that is the one thing that goes against your personality more.
Why is that now?
Is that you're a big reader.
Well, I read like a page a night.
No, but you still read, quite a
Right
few
now
books.
I'm reading the most boring book I've ever read, but at the time that I bought it, I was really interested in it. And it's about the Astors, the people who own real estate in New York.
Oh, God. See, to me, that just seems like a waste of time. And I know that, to me, that's not a book. That is that's a 5,000 word, article. Where I would sit there on an afternoon and I'd read a good article, about that. That's not a book. To me, that's just a huge waste of time.
Boring
man.
as hell.
But at the time, I was like, oh my God, I would love to read this because the guy created the hotel I like.
So,
blah, blah, blah.
What is the count now? Do you know where you are and where Matthew is
since beginning of reading.
Yes. Yeah. I remember. Didn't you read your very first book cover to cover without skipping pages not that long ago?
It was a short story called Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Right.
Short story.
It is.
So how far into this hotel book?
I'm on chapter 2.
Okay.
And the cool thing is, I already know how it ends. The
There's
guy
nothing
died
cool about this.
the
So
guy
how
died
many
on the
books
Titanic.
there's really not. So if you're secretly competitive, how many books up are you on, Matthew?
I am up 6 books.
6 books?
Because he just finished a George Michael book.
Right.
Right? And now he's starting a Tina Turner book.
Oh, dude, did you not suggest to him that while he's reading the George Michael book, that he wear the George Michael jacket that you bought for him for Christmas or his birthday or something like that?
I brought it up the other day, and he doesn't know where it is.
Wow.
Yeah, the trash, probably.
Yeah.
Or he donated it.
Yeah.
That jacket doesn't exist anymore.
And you know what's funny is we talked because that was a gift, right? And we recently talked about anniversary gifts, and the first anniversary was paper. He couldn't remember what I got him for that anniversary because he was talking about how great his gift was.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What did you get me again?" And I reminded him it was the jar of memories.
Oh, right. Jeez.
What was it in a jar?
No, more.
It
But
was
this
a
is the
jar
best
of
part.
memories.
This is the best part. It was the day of it was the day of the anniversary, and Maury was sitting here in the studio with a jar and a bunch of pieces of paper in front of him, and he was cramming for a test. He looked like a kid, right? He looked like a kid that was, going to get called out by his teacher, where he's doing his assignment morning of, and he was looking to fill a jar full of wonderful memories between he and Matthew. So every day Matthew could open one and read a beautiful memory, and then they could sit and have a conversation with him. Maury sat there with a pen, scrap pieces of paper, and an empty jar, and he looked at me and went, "What are some of my best memories?"
Give me some of yours.
Yeah. He's like, "What are my best memories with Matthew?" And I'm like, maybe that wasn't the best gift. I would say that's another one that people are secretly competitive at is gift giving. Very, especially within couples, very. I say that when it comes to the bigger sort of gesture-y type gifts, that's where I rule in our house, right? I pull out the big surprise secret thing. But where Catherine crushes me is everything else throughout the year.
Yeah.
Right? All the little things, the remembering to get gifts for other people. She always does something really spectacular for me for Father's Day. You know, like just those things where I am like the big either Christmas gift or birthday gift that I spent months planning. I execute that flawlessly, and then throughout the rest of the year, she crushes me in everything else.
My answer, you just gave my answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to Jenny's question of what's something you're secretly competitive about.
Yeah.
I would say it's gift giving to Jenna.
Yeah.
But it's only at like Christmas and her birthday that I will be like, I got this one.
Yeah.
But then it's throughout the year, other people's birthdays, like even my own parents or my sisters. Jenna will be like, I know what we should get them, this, and this.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's the worst. I would say this, Mocha, that you are one of the best gift givers that I've ever met.
Oh, thank you.
Because everything is so, it's not that it's the biggest, the most extravagant, whatever it is, but everything comes with heart, where everything comes from a place of where you've listened, or it shows that you really know somebody. And I would say that is what makes you a superior gift giver, where Maury goes to the lost and found and wraps something up. and then when you open it, you're like, oh yeah, thanks. He's like, what, you don't like it? Maury's the worst gift giver I've ever met. Like hands down, the worst gift giver.
Maybe that's I'm secretly competitive at being the worst
Right.
gift giver.
Yeah. Maury's the worst gift giver. Except for things like Catherine's birthday, where he'll drop flowers off for her in the morning, right? And then the problem is that I take the flowers after Maury drops them off in the morning and I leave them on the counter. And then I have to make sure that I do not forget to text, so she does not think that they're from me.
Right.
Right? Because then I have to say, no, they're from Maury. And I know I didn't get you flowers this morning. Like he does weird things, right?
Yeah.
Like he'll find you in a hotel where you're staying. He'll find you in a hotel where you're staying and have something weird sent up to your room, right?
Yeah.
Which to him, he legitimately thinks that he's doing something nice. But when you walk into the room and there's a gift there and a note from Maury, it is unbelievably invasive, right? Like it's terribly invasive.
Like that time that I went to Vegas with DJ Climax and his brother.
Yeah.
And then there was a knock at the door at Aria.
Yes.
Okay. The person who brought the items up, in one hand was a little bag that was full of shampoo and soap and like lotion from Aria that said for Maury.
Yeah.
In the bag.
Yeah.
Right? In the other hand was a tray of chocolate-covered strawberries that said from Maury.
Right.
Two birds, one stone.
There's three dudes in a pimped out penthouse.
It's not cool.
Hotel
It's
at
not
Aria
cool.
in Vegas, drinking beer and eating chocolate-covered strawberries.
No, it's not cool.
You're welcome.
No, it's not cool. You know that, I don't even know when it was. Maybe about 3 years ago, because I don't travel that much anymore. Maybe about 3 years ago, when I check into hotels, because anybody who needs to get a hold of me can text me, whatever.
Yeah.
But when I check into hotels, under the registry, I use a different name.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody calls looking to send something to my room, they can't.
Oh.
And do you know that one time I checked into a hotel, and I remember this because I believe it was the Omni Park Central, whatever it was in New York City, where one time I actually checked in and the name that I gave them at the desk was Maury Sherman.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Welcome back, Mr. Sherman.
Yep.
Hey, Jenny, thanks so much for your call.
It's really cool
All
when
right,
you do
thank
that
you.
because they know it's you, right? Like they
Yeah.
know who you are. Like you don't have to be covert about it. You can just say on the display, can you change it to whatever?
Yeah.
And only people who call up and can give that name can access you, and they do it no problem because everybody does that.
Chantel asks, Roz, hypothetically speaking, if you were gay and single, would you date Dammit Maury?
You know what? I don't need this we just have 2 glorious weeks of vacation. We haven't done a podcast in almost a month.
I think people will stop asking this if you gave an answer.
I'm not answering that question.
Okay. Chantel also has another question. If you could bring back a style or clothing item from the early 2000s / 90s, 80s, 70s, and in Roz's case, the 50s, what would it be? anything at all.
Oh, there's so much amazing fashion from back in the day. Like whether you talk about the disco era or even going back to the 20s with the zoot suit, like the gangster look.
Okay, more, please.
God, you're so old.
There was a period where, and I really, really liked this look. And I'm not talking about clothes for me. I'm talking about clothes for women. There was a period, and I don't know what era it was, where the really hot look for women was like a crop top and super low rise bell bottom, like flares, like Miss 60s. Remember Miss 60s?
Yeah.
Those, like maybe that was like early 2000s or something like that. But I always thought that look was sexy as hell.
Yeah?
Right? Yeah. And you know, here's my thing. I really thought that when you could see a woman's thong above her jeans, that was hot. And then it was hot for about a minute, and then everybody just started to goof on it, and then women put their underpants away. And I was really disappointed. Because I really,
you were like, let me see it again?
Yeah, I thought that was a sexy look.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I thought that it was like people went out of their house, and I don't think that people go out of their house now I don't think there's a real sexiness to things. I think that it's either way over the top or way completely underdone. But there was this middle ground of just like subtle sexiness when it came to fashion that I don't think exists anymore.
Yeah.
Like men don't wear muscle shirts anymore.
What's a muscle shirt?
Like a crop top with like
A
tank
crop
toppy-
top?
Tank
What?
top, crop top, tank top, crop top.
Yeah.
A tank top crop top.
A lot of men did wear that. That was a very popular. It was a very
It's like a
popular.
bra?
It was a very popular.
Arnold wore these.
Masculine look. No, it's like Rocky and Apollo when they're running on the beach in L.A.
Oh, see, that's like,
yeah.
Maury, why didn't you say that?
Yeah, like when
Yeah,
they
it's when Apollo
when
was
they
on
cut the
beach.
bottoms off their tank tops, so you can see abs.
Okay.
Right? It was a very popular look, right?
All right. Anything else?
I really loved the fashion of the 50s and 60s when Halston came out with a lot of his runway looks.
Okay, Maury. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Cool.
I have no idea about anything that you said just now.
Okay. Do you have one, Mocha, that you would like to see? come
Mine's
back?
like real dumb, and I've always, because I'm a sneakerhead, and this was like a thing back in the day, and I don't see anybody doing this anymore. I don't even see like places like Foot Locker selling them anymore, but people who used to use fat laces on their sneakers.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
and like
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
thing they'd be neon color.
Yeah.
And I think that some of the kicks today would look sick with some fat laces.
You know what I miss? Cowboy boots.
Do you
Like
really?
when regular guys could just wear
Nobody
cowboy
does that
boots.
anymore.
Nobody does that. You would see
cowboy
you would see guys wearing a suit with cowboy boots to a wedding.
No.
Yes, you would. Cowboy boots, you could buy them anywhere.
My dad
there
wore
was a
cowboy
big,
boots.
yeah, cowboy boots were like a big thing.
You should bring them back. Do you have a pair?
No, I used to have a pair of cowboy boots.
My
though.
Uncle Michael used to wear them and with his tight jeans and no shirt.
Yeah, see? It's a look, man. I'm telling you.
I don't want to know any more about that story, Maury.
Turtlenecks also on men. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, you love turtlenecks, right, Maury?
I bought 5 last year. I love turtlenecks.
You don't see the look anymore. You don't see a man in a suit with a turtleneck.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. You never see that
What
anymore.
about acid wash jeans?
They're back, though. They never went away.
Aaron Vincent asks, if you could have a chance to show
you
a
know
movie.
What, you know what else would be cool? Jams. Remember Jams, those
No.
shorts?
I had those.
Yeah.
I have a picture of me wearing them in Israel.
Yeah, Jams. They were
Okay.
Halston.
Jams?
Jams were like sport shorts.
Yes.
Right? But they were like
How do you spell it? Jams? Or Z?
Jam short. No.
Z, was it? I don't know.
With it, yes.
Yeah, there's like, and I never had them because we never could afford them.
They were longer. They weren't short. Like short
No.
shorts.
They were
long.
Yeah, they were longer.
Oh, like board shorts, like this?
Yeah. But Jams,
all, like,
but Jams
freaky
was a
colors and
very
stuff?
specific company, and they were the best board shorts ever. Right?
They were a very light
Here, look at
material.
these.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody had those things. You looked like the logo for Saved by the Bell.
That's what I was going
Right?
to say.
Yeah, everything looks
That's
like
what it looks like.
everything looks like the logo for
Or
Saved
it
by
looks
the Bell.
like shorts that somebody on The Simpsons would wear.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. Yeah. Oh, you know what else never came back, and I'm really surprised, was men jean shorts. Okay, but not like super high cut jean shorts. I used to wear those, and I used to think that they were the sexiest things in the world. They were so short, my pockets would hang down lower than
Are
the
you
cut
talking like
line.
regular jorts?
No. Jeans, and then you cut them into shorts.
Oh, so not intentional jorts.
No. Jean shorts where you cut them into shorts.
Okay,
but
but like
then
how high
my pockets,
above the knee?
My pockets would hang lower than the short.
Like Daisy Dukes?
No, not Daisy Dukes. No. See, this is the thing. They were like Dustin Dukes, like they were man version of a Daisy Duke.
Okay.
But the ones that the next evolution after men wearing short jean shorts, the next evolution, and this is before jorts, right? So there was the guys would wear the high cut jean shorts, right?
Okay.
Working on the car and stuff like that, like real just man shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have jorts, but in the middle of the super short jean shorts and then the sort of loose jorts, what you had were tight jeans that guys would wear, and they would cut them off right above the knee and then roll it up twice.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I understand.
Do you remember that look?
Yes. I can see it. Yes.
Right? It's like you would take a tight pair of 501s, cut them above the knee, and just roll it twice.
Okay.
And then you had that roll right above the knee, and they were super tight. Right, like it looked like you're missing the rest of your superhero suit, right? like something should go under that and above it, and then that would sort of make the outfit. But you would just wear those, and you would wear them to the beach, and you would swim in them.
Oh,
And
damn!
Yeah, you never swim in a denim?
Versatile? No,
No?
Isn't that
Seems
heavy?
Like it'd be
Oh,
very
it's
heavy.
very heavy. Yeah,
and
Yeah.
itchy after a while.
Oh, it's the worst. And then trying to get them off, and even to go pee, it's very difficult.
Aaron asks if you could have a chance to show a movie to your loved one, and they would automatically love that movie. What would it be?
Oh, so like if I could show somebody a movie that's one of my favorite movies, and they would automatically love it, so therefore we would have that in common.
Yeah.
Is that the thing? Interesting. Well, Roxy's 10, so there's a lot of movies that we've already shown her. Oh, you know what she did not like, and not that I didn't like it either, but we watched Twilight. We showed her Twilight.
Yeah.
Which I was never a fan of Twilight at all. She thought it was the dumbest thing she's ever seen.
Really?
Twilight has not aged well at all.
Really?
It's not captivating. It's not interesting.
It's not one of those movies. I've seen it once and that was it.
lame.
She just came out with there's a brand new book.
Everything about that movie Twilight has not aged at all. It
Really?
is so lame. It is a story about teenage vampires that bored a 10-year-old to death. Right?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. This is like what she should have been really, really into, because she's into all that stuff. And we watched Twilight, and she hated it.
Really?
Hated it.
Huh.
You can show her the Hunger Games?
No, she's too young for the Hunger Games.
way too young.
If Rue didn't die, I would show her the Hunger Games.
Spoiler alert.
Right? Okay. I just spoil the Hunger Games?
I'm just saying, man.
Okay.
Somebody listening to this right now has had a Hunger Games ruined.
Yeah. Also, see, because this is the thing with the Hunger Games, though, is that there's two parts of that first movie that I think are too emotional for a young kid where they can't handle the idea of it. When they're in the actual Hunger Games, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because that's like that sort of thing happens in other movies. But where you mess kids up with a movie like The Hunger Games is one, when they kill a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Rue dies, that's just not cool. You don't recover from that. But two, even just the idea of The Hunger Games, where these people show up and then they take children away. They rip children away from their moms.
Or when they pledge, they do the pledging.
Yeah, where they pick your name, and if your name is drawn, you have to leave. And if you remember, in the first Hunger Games, it wasn't Katniss who got picked; it was Prim. It was her little sister who got picked, and then Katniss went in her place.
Yeah.
And there's a moment where you realize that it's Prim, and it's heartbreaking. Just the idea, because your head just starts going to that place of where this little girl's going to have to go into the Hunger Games. And so those two scenes are why I won't show it to Roxy yet, even though I really love the Hunger Games. But it's the scene where Prim gets picked, and it's the scene where Rue dies that makes it too much.
I wonder if you can edit the movie and then show it to
I've
her.
thought about doing that. I've thought about downloading bootleg copies of some movies, because there's some movies that I really, really like, where I would just cut certain scenes out of it, and I would be my own sensory
No,
board.
but you could cut out when Rue dies, and it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah,
no.
but then Rue's never in the rest of the movie. And what if that's her
Where'd
favorite
she go?
character?
She went for lunch.
Yeah.
She
I
solved
don't
her
know.
hunger.
Yeah, I thought about it though, because there were some movies where I really wanted to watch it, but I don't know. Oh, you know what I was going to do? You know what I was going to do it with?
What?
I was going to do it with the Robbie Amell show on Prime. The Upload
Oh,
show.
Upload?
Because Roxy saw the trailer for it, and she was really, really
What would you
into
edit
it.
out?
I would just edit out all the sort of the sex parts or the swearing.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Even though swearing, she's fine with swearing.
She gets it.
Yeah, we get it. Where we go, because there's a great website called Common Sense Media. And anytime there's a movie, you're cruising by something on Netflix or whatever, Catherine just types the name of the movie and then goes into Common Sense Media. And Common Sense Media is sort of like IMDb for parents, and parents vote on movies and they rate movies, but also kids do. So you get the the sort of like cumulative parental rating and then the cumulative kid rating.
Oh, nice.
So it's parents say 14 plus, kids say 12 plus. And then you go through and they break it all down with violence, consumerism, sex, language, mature themes, and alcohol and drug use. And then so you can go, it's a 3 on sex, and then you click on it and they literally go through and they're like, 2 characters talk about a BJ, all of this stuff. So they break it all down for you. So Catherine's always on there. And if she'll look at it, and if the sex is like very minimal, sometimes it's like, a reference to somebody in a shower kind of thing, right? So it's not a big deal. And then Catherine will go to the language part, and you can bleep this, but Catherine will look at Roxy and go, Roxy, are you okay with and then and then Roxy will go, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Wow. And then you hit play.
And then you hit play, so she knows what she's expecting, right?
That's so awesome.
Damn it, Maury, if you could have a chance to show a movie to your loved one and they would automatically love that movie, what would it be?
Harry Potter. Because Matthew, I've still tried watching from the very beginning the Harry Potter, and Matthew won't do it.
Oh.
So it'd be so cool if we could have that together.
Do you and Jenna have a movie that you love that she just doesn't, that you can enjoy together?
I would say, so for Aaron, for this specific question, and I'm glad you asked that question, Roz, because there's a follow-up. Okay?
Yeah.
So to answer Aaron's question first, I would say anything from Star Wars. She's not really like a Star Wars nerd the way I am.
Yeah.
Right? So anything from Star Wars, I would say. She watched, her very first Star Wars movie was Force Awakens, and then she liked it. She didn't watch the other ones. And then her second Star Wars movie was like Rogue One.
Yeah, which is great.
And she was like, well, where's Yoda? in
Yeah.
that? Right?
Yeah.
And then even in Force Awakens, like she knows characters.
Yeah.
In Force Awakens, she was like, well, where's Yoda? And where's like Darth Vader and stuff, right?
I know. It's tough.
So there was that. So Dallas has a follow-up question. What movie or show were you super excited to show your spouse only to have them have zero interest in? Okay.
See, there's a lot.
So for me, with Jenna, it
Yeah.
was, so Back to the Future, when they did like a big anniversary edition like 10 years ago, I think, and they brought it back in the theater.
Right.
Like we went to see it in the theater and like she was okay with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the one that I really, really wanted her to watch was part 2 on the date of when it was happening in the movie, October 15th, 2015.
Right.
Or October, what was
Yeah,
the date?
no,
it was,
you're right.
It was
Yeah,
October
yeah.
15th,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I remember that night. I set it up and I was like, babe, this is the date in the movie. Like we have, as a Back to the Future fan, I have to watch this. We're going to watch this together. Like, I don't know, 10 minutes in, she was fast asleep on the couch. Yeah, fast asleep.
Dude.
That's heartbreaking.
I know.
Same thing in my house because I think it's in the first one, they go to November 5th.
Yeah.
Which is Matthew's birthday. And I thought he'd find that the coolest thing ever.
And what happened?
Could care less.
No.
Matthew's going to find, Maury, I'm not even married to the man, and I know that he wouldn't find that
care
cool
less.
at all.
For me, it's the Saw movies because I'm obsessed with horror movies and stuff, and I have to watch.
This weird, like,
But those aren't even good horror movies.
no,
though.
they're gory.
I know, but they stuck with me from the very first one, and I absolutely love it. But with any horror movie, I have to watch alone.
Yeah.
So I wait till he's having a bath, and then I watch horror movies.
What did I watch recently that was scurry? I'll tell you this. Catherine used to, before we had rocks, her whole thing was it would be Friday night or Saturday night, and she'd be like, let's find a scary movie. Go to the scary movie section, go to the horror movie section. And this was our life. We would watch, like I would go deep. I would like go on these lists and find stuff from like the 70s of like maybe that we haven't seen these particular horror movies. Like she was super, super into horror movies. 10 years ago, she had Roxy and has not seen one since.
Why?
What? Seriously?
Yeah. One of the things that changed with her when she became a mom was she lost absolute all interest in watching fictionalized horror violence.
Wow.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. Zero. She has zero interest, has not even mentioned it once.
Even on Halloween, you won't.
Nothing. Nothing.
You know, to go along with that, I would say since Cruz was born more than 3 years ago, I have stopped I would say there's one specific true crime podcast that I used to listen to every week when they would release a new episode.
Right.
Since he was born, I stopped because there was one episode that they had that it really messed me up. And then I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
But a lot of true crime stuff that I used to listen to, I can't go back and listen to anymore.
No, and because I don't know what the point is, right? And I'm actually a little bit easier with true crime than I am with fictionalized crime, which is crazy. I can watch true stuff, but it's the fictionalized kind of violence where somebody wants you to find some sort of enjoyment out of depraved things that they can do to another human being. Like I'll watch a Netflix documentary, about the most violent prisons in the world, but I won't watch a fictionalized movie about like a violent prison.
Oh, interesting.
Because I guess that it's easier to follow along when something is real.
Well, no, because I find that there's an education value to something that's real. Where if it's a film, I'm just there to be entertained.
Yeah,
and
that's not entertaining.
It's not entertaining for me.
Yeah.
I will say that I watched an absolutely amazing movie over the weekend.
Which is?
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
What?
Wait, wasn't that a Denzel Washington movie from years ago?
Holy jeez, that's a good film.
Is that the one where he's on the train?
No, he's the guy, I guess, on the speaker or whatever, and he's trying to talk to John Travolta, who's taking over the train and
So
taking
Speed, but on a train?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that movie's hella old.
It's such a dumb movie. That movie was so stupid.
I loved it.
Oh my God.
So then, like, what happened?
Oh, he saves the day.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No.
Oh my God, it's so
I had
stupid.
zero interest in it.
It's so dumb.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, Katie has a great question.
All right.
And Maury, you can be the first to answer. What is worse, having to tell your partner that you cheated on them or having your partner tell you that they cheated on you?
I would say have them tell you that they cheated on you.
So when are you going to show Matthew your phone?
Oh, God. So say that again. What's worse? Say
Because
it again.
I think it's more heart-wrenching to hear somebody cheated on you.
Having to tell your partner that you cheated on them or having your partner tell you that they cheated on you?
Well, I've had to do both.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wait, you've cheated?
Yeah, sure.
Which discussion do you think
Okay, I'll tell you
felt
this.
worse?
No, I'll tell you this. It's the having to tell somebody you cheated on them, and I'll tell you why. Because most times when you cheat, you don't just sit there and come clean. Most times you cheat, you have to come clean because you got caught.
Right.
Well, not in Sex and the City.
Right? That's why that's a worse conversation to have.
Yeah.
Because not only you're hurting, everything hurts. If somebody cheats on you, that just like it sucks, man. It's like it's the worst feeling in the world. But you can get over that, and they're able to sort of move on as well. But when you get caught cheating, and then because initially you're going to deny it, which means you're not only a cheater but you're also a liar, and then you have to come clean about it, which means that you were a denier, a liar, and now a cheater. Like it's a terrible place to be. It's an awful conversation, right?
Awkward.
Yeah, it's a terrible. But I've caught people who were cheating too, and I've had that conversation with them, and I didn't let them off.
When you say
easy.
caught, like walk into the room.
No.
Just put the pieces together.
No, yeah, you put the pieces together, and it's definitive at that point. But the worst part is that I caught somebody cheating who had accused me of cheating. And I was not
They tried to do the flipsy doozy.
Yeah, but this was before. This was them trying to use this as an excuse to break up with me.
Right.
So they went on this whole thing of like trying to bust me for cheating. And I was not cheating at all. And they got really aggressive about it. And then I found out they were the cheater.
Trifling.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. In order to catch a cheater, you must become a cheater.
Right? My answer, much like yours, Roz, would be to have to tell somebody that you cheated because there are going to be questions that arise that you have no choice but to answer, whether you want to or not, because that is the fair, the right thing to do at that time.
But I argue that like hearing it is you get that feeling in your stomach, that sort of hurty, knotty, sinky feeling.
I will say this though, because I don't want people to think that I'm a dirtbag, and not that this helps in any way, but the times that I've cheated, I cheated on somebody that I was casual with.
Right.
With somebody who I fell in love with.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Some would ask, does that make it right?
No. I'm not saying it makes it right at all. I'm not saying it makes it right. But I'm saying that I didn't cheat. Like it wasn't like a one-time thing, and then I never even knew the person.
Right.
Maybe a couple times that happened. But the big ones were never.
Is it cheating if it's casual?
If you have to ask if it's cheating, Maureen, it's cheating.
No, no. I'm just because you said it was like casual. I'm like, if it's not like a serious thing, is that?
No. They were definitely. We were definitely exclusive. We were definitely boyfriend girlfriend, but we weren't at the level of like, oh my God, I love you. This is our life.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan has a great question. If there were to be only one sport, what would it be? It's the only sport you will ever play, watch, and your kids will only know that sport.
Okay, I got mine. Do you got yours?
I mean, off the top of my head, yes.
Okay.
But I know you gave yours like quite a bit of thought, because in my mind, it's always going to be basketball. I love basketball, and I would only ever watch basketball.
Right. Maureen?
For me, it would be hockey because I grew up, being put into hockey. It's what my family likes.
But keep in mind, if there's only one sport that exists,
Yeah.
then that's going to be the sport that you play. That's going to be, what they teach kids in school. That's going to be, if they do a sport at summer camp, it's going to be this.
Yes. So
It's
originally,
everything.
Originally, my answer, like off the top of my head, it's basketball because I love basketball, but it was also kind of like teetering with mixed martial arts.
That's mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that if there was only one, I think that it should still be competitive. And I don't.
Well, hockey's competitive.
No. But what I mean is that every jabroni, with a hockey stick is going to be thinking that they're great. But I think that if combat sports were the only sports in every level, whether it be a very, very small level, school level, college level, would be wildly competitive, because only people who are able to do that would ever consider doing it. And therefore it would still be something special. I think that if it was only basketball would cease to be special.
Right.
Right? And
But can you imagine in school, like phys ed?
Yeah, but there's a whole discipline to it,
No,
though. And
I
this
know
is what
there
was-
is.
Like,
There
if you
is. And I
told,
love
But if
MMA.
you told me that I could send my kid to one camp to learn from the best, right?
Oh,
Everything
mixed
that
martial arts, hands down,
over
for sure.
basketball,
Yeah.
right? So 100%.
Okay,
So,
yes,
yeah,
okay,
so
yes.
because what I'm thinking is, if there's only one sport, they're going to learn everything that has to be in that sport, and they're going to look up to the people that have excelled in that sport, and they're going to be taught from people who have excelled in that sport. And I think that the mental discipline and structure that comes with combat sports far exceeds that of any other sport. I think that if your kid were forced into a sport, I think that at the end of the day, their chances of being a better person would be if they went through something like jujitsu as opposed to something like basketball.
When Cruz was born, I looked up both basketball and mixed martial arts to see how early, or like what is the age that they start teaching. And both of them, I think junior NBA was like 5 maybe, and mixed martial arts is 4.
Right.
Is Jenna going to allow mixed martial arts? Like, does she mind?
Yeah, because of the discipline, because it gets him into a different way of thinking.
Because my dad put me in karate and I didn't get past the white belt.
But karate's basically ballet, though, right? Like karate's not it's a discipline.
It's when I did karate at the library.
Yeah, no, it is. And I'm not dissing karate, but karate is not an actual combat discipline. It's like a demonstration sort of, it's figure skating, right?
Mhm.
It's with a little bit of combat in it. And I know I'm going to get killed for that, but it's not an actual combat.
Nicer outfit, though.
Right. Yeah, great outfits. I took judo at the Y when I was a kid. Judo was great because it's like grappling and throwing and everything else. But yeah, no, I would say mixed martial arts, 100%.
Last question from Just Jay. Do you have any food rules that make you upset when you see someone break them? For example, corn dogs should be eaten with mustard only.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, food rules. Oh my God. If I
could write a book.
No, I'll tell what like there's just things that are heartbreaking to me. I don't go out. I only make steak at home. I stopped going to steakhouses years ago. Unless there's like people that want to go, whatever. I will never make the decision to go to a steakhouse. I can make a much better steak at home because one is so overpriced when you go for steak at a restaurant. It's crazy. However, I will say this. The times that I have gone to a steakhouse, I always have a great time until I see somebody pour a big, giant glob of ketchup on the side of their plate and start dipping a $50 piece of steak into ketchup.
Yeah.
Who does that? I thought you would use steak sauce. It's in the name.
No, I can't deal. Like I can't deal with seeing that. It aggravates me. It aggravates me so much. Like I can't deal.
David Morey?
I mean, I can't argue with something like that. I would also say, like, you can't have spring rolls and use anything other than plum sauce.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know what? Another rule I have, right? And it bothers me.
Hit me.
I don't like it when people have things on their plate and they eat one at a time. Like they eat one thing and then they finish it, and then they go to the next thing and they finish it, and then they go to the next thing and they finish it.
You only eat the peas.
No, like even let's just say burger and fries, right?
You eat only the fries, then the burger,
or the burger, then the fries.
Well, how
they
is he
have
supposed
to be
to do that?
eaten together. Like I do a bite of burger, couple fries, bite of burger, couple fries, and then by the end of it, I have my last bite of hamburger and my last fry, and my meal is done. I don't like to see somebody who eats the entire burger first and then they eat the fries.
I eat the entire burger first,
You
and
do.
then I eat the fries.
See, bothers me.
Yeah,
Drives me
really?
nuts. Drives me nuts.
But you know what? It doesn't happen like all the time, and I don't know why, but it happens every now and then. Like last night, for example, we had hamburgers, and I ate the hamburgers before I ate anything else on the plate.
But then you're going to get full, and you're not going to enjoy the fries as much
not
as
at
you
all.
would.
But even if we get stuff like takeout, I will, similar. I would most likely eat the burger first. It's very rare that I'll have some of the burger, some of the fries, some of the burger, some of the fries.
Right.
It's mainly burger and then fries.
Food rule. When you order nachos, do you like to have the guacamole and the sour cream inside ramekins, or do you want it poured all over?
Inside what?
Inside what?
Oh, the little cups.
What is a ramekin?
Ramekin is the bowl or the little
Why didn't you say on the
Why
side?
didn't you say in a bowl?
Because I
or
thought
on the
Roz would be
side?
impressed if I said ramekin.
No, man, that's weird. Because there's a lot of other things that you don't know that you should. So the fact that you took time in life to learn what a ramekin is bothers me a lot. That bothers me.
Yeah, no, I would prefer to have those items on the side.
Absolutely. I'm a dipper.
Not placed on the nachos for me.
Okay, what about wings? Do you sauce up wings and eat them all goopy like that, or do you do
Yes.
sauce on the side?
Oh, sauce on the
I
side.
okay, it depends on where it's from,
Okay.
right? But I will most likely.
Let's say you're going to a pub. Let's say it's a pub that got decent wings. It's wing night.
Okay, I take my chances and I get them sauced up right
do.
there.
No, I
Yeah.
like dipping so that you have that inch where your finger goes not covered in sauce.
Said Matthew.
Not even an inch. Good one, Rob. Yeah, if we were supposed to be socially distanced, I'd come over there and give you a big hug right now. That was brilliant. Yeah, but you take yours just regular with no sauce and just get the sauce on the side.
Always sauce on the side. I'm a dipper, and I'm very particular with the way that I eat wings and dip wings, and yeah.
Same with pierogies. Do you like to dip them, or do you like to have your pierogies sauced up?
Interesting enough, I actually don't mind them sauced up.
Really?
I
Wait,
prefer
pierogies sauced up. What do you mean?
with sour cream
Yeah,
and bacon and chives.
You cover
and
it all over.
everything.
Oh, no,
up,
I like
yeah.
on the side, on the side, on
You
the
do,
side.
huh?
Yeah.
It's
So why is it different for wings than pierogies?
I don't know. Well, first of all, I haven't had pierogies in,
yeah.
like, that's a you guys
Food rule,
exclusive.
they have to be boiled, not fried.
What?
Your pierogies need to be boiled.
But you don't pan fry them after? You don't do a little
No,
pan
I like it
fry
only
on them?
boiled. Only boiled. That's the true way to do them. No, but that's the true way to do them.
Yeah.
Then that's like eating like a wonton. Right? It's all mushy and stuff.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I like a little pan fry on my pierogies afterwards.
No, the true traditional way.
I had pierogies not that long ago, and you know what they did? You know what they came with? They were so good. They came with deep fried Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
You ever had a deep fried Brussels sprout?
Fantastic.
Yeah. So they'll take pancetta and onion, and they'll put that in a pan, and they'll fry it, just lightly fry it, loosen them up a little bit. And then you get a pot of oil, and you heat the oil up really, really hot.
Yeah.
And then you literally put the chopped up onion and pancetta and the cut up Brussels sprouts into the oil. You deep fry the Brussels sprouts in the oil. And when if the oil is hot enough, the Brussels sprouts don't get soggy, and then you take them out and they're crispy. It's like a whole thing of like, you know when you eat a kale chip, not that I like kale chips, but imagine a whole ball of that, but only it's oily, salty goodness with deep fried pancetta and onion all around it.
And you don't need any sauce for those. They're just perfect
No,
as
they're
is.
just perfect. That was the side that I went to this pierogi place and had pierogies with deep fried Brussels sprouts. And it was one of the, you sprinkle lemon on it and stuff. It was the best. It was some of the best pierogies I've ever had.
Okay, so the one thing that I'm thinking of now, something that upsets me that I see people do. And I don't mind ketchup. I think ketchup is fine. I know you're not a fan of ketchup, Ross.
No.
I don't mind ketchup. But the thing that gets to me is when people put ketchup on eggs. That bothers me. Or when people put ketchup on a poutine. Like if you get like your regular poutine with just fries, just gravy, just the cheese curds, and then someone slathers it with ketchup. That bothers the hell out of me.
Yes,
but I don't
you're
mind
right.
ketchup. I like ketchup. I will eat ketchup with fries. I will put ketchup on a burger. But seeing someone
I'm with you.
take ketchup and put it on a poutine, ugh, I hate that.
I'm going to add, and you'll appreciate this as like a chef.
Oh my God, here we go.
Halston.
Does it not piss you off?
This is going to be so dumb.
Does it not piss you off when you make a meal and before even taking a bite to just taste how it is, people put sauce all over it first? Should you not have a bite first?
What do you mean? What sauce are they putting over
Like
it?
even with a steak or something, before you even have just a bite of just the meat as is, people are already dunking it.
Who?
My dad does this. Matthew does this. People do that. Where
So
you go
your
to,
dad and Matthew, not people.
I've seen people do this at restaurants. But you have to try the steak first.
What sauce do you have that they have available to them?
Oh, even barbecue sauce or whatever. But I'm saying try the meat first.
But why?
So why don't you serve the food without having any of those side pieces there?
Oh, for sure. I guess you could, but it's always like on the table because you know they're eventually going to want to eat it.
Oh,
but
see,
I thought
I
it was
don't
rule
even-
of thumb.
no.
You try the steak as is first.
I don't even put that stuff out if I have it. To me, all those barbecue sauces, they're an ingredient. They're not something, they're not a condiment.
Yeah.
Like if I'm making something, I'll use one of those things as an ingredient to something. But I don't serve them like as something that you can put on.
Inevitably, it's always, you bring the plate to the table and all of the stuff is in the middle.
No. What do you live in a diner?
Moe's Diner.
You got that thing that's like a six pack. Like, it's like a 6-pack thing, but only it's made out of wood, right? And you just it's like an old toolbox that you bring. It's got napkins and your fork and knife.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a condiment caddy.
Oh man, at Kiss 925 is where you will find Ask
Weirdos.
Roz and Mocha. Ask your questions, we will answer.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.